This episode of the Dummies Podcast is brought to you by Marks Media Cinematography. Visit marksmediallc.com for all of your contemporary videography services.
Dummy.
I ain't going to the club late, but I go early.
I feel you. Go on, get in, get that shit over with, and go home, man. I don't even like being up late no more.
I hit a day party.
I used to be
I definitely hit a day party, but talking about going out.
That shit overrated.
I used to be a big night owl, man. Now I can't stay up late. I used to love to stay up late.
Think about the dorm days. Niggas see me at 3, 4 in the morning at the snack machine.
Man,
playing
I go to sleep
Madden.
at 3 and be back up at 6.
And blow, goddamn nigga at the snack machine at 3 in the morning.
Nigga, by 9, one of my left eyelid shut down first.
For what's crazy, but after them long nights, like never really had a hangover until like later.
I had a couple with my freshman year in blood.
But that's just drinking a lot of cheap.
Nigga, we were drinking taco. And gin.
Man, it was that
bumpy
face. Man, I hate
black label.
Bacardi. That Bacardi, oh my God, that's the nastiest shit you could ever drink.
That,
And we used to drink.
what the other one
We used to get
had?
that bitch for like $19.
That Cerveca?
No, that was that Natty Head.
Absolutely not.
So the Seagrams, so you saying that's worse than the Seagrams?
What?
The bumpy bottle?
Nothing's worse. Let me be clear. Bacardi is the bottom of the barrel when you drink that.
Regular or the 151?
No, the red label
The
Bacardi.
red label.
It didn't have Natty. It didn't have no Natty Head. The Natty Head was gin.
That shit was trash.
No,
Seagram
that
gin.
That gin had niggas thought they was
sick.
Hulk around that bitch. I done
Get
seen
your
a lot
ass
of
whipped too, though. Cops and all. That's why y'all niggas fought with the police so much in college. Something wrong.
All right, man.
Hey.
Moving on.
Trying to incriminate people and shit. Fuck y'all. Here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stop.
I'm Joe.
I'm tired.
And them motherfucking hootie niggas.
And we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. It's Friday, April the 26th. This is episode 31, man. We in this thing, man. My nigga Baron in the building, man. He over there got us looking right. We got the light going on.
Nice and bright, little skeeter.
Yeah, man, it's a kind of laid back day, but you know, we here. We excited to podcast, and yeah, we gonna give y'all best shot. Where you at, Hoop?
Oh man, I'm here, man. Chilling, man. We getting a late start, but it really don't feel late, man. It feel like we got here at 3 p.m.
That's that
and
bright ass light.
And right now it's about 8
Right.
p.m.
This shit feel like it
Well,
got
no,
that
what
11 o'clock in the
side?
daytime.
Yeah, but right now with it 9:02.
9:02.
Just getting started, man. But it's a cool night, man. But the week been good, man. I got some feedback from a listener, man. Told me I don't shout out the city enough. I don't shout out New Orleans enough. So I apologize for that. So I felt like to start it off, I had to give a shout out. You know what I'm saying? In New Orleans high school student accepted to 115 colleges and offered over $3.8 million in scholarships.
That's 2 weeks in a row. And
So if I see something like that in the city, we gonna get that. I just want to shout out the city for the
How was
week,
your
you know
week,
what
Joe?
I'm saying?
I was just talking shit. I was just talking shit. Nah, for real. Shout out. Go ahead. Do you think? I'm just talking shit.
You know, who do like to go straight into topics?
No, it's not a topic, man. It's just a shout out, a week.
Like we had a formula. We had a formula.
That nigga just switched the whole formula.
This ain't episode 2, 3, 4.
New Orleans, we finna shout y'all out, trust me, but we
Yeah, we got a whole nother 2 hours.
got to do some housekeeping. We got to do some housekeeping.
Mobile done made the intro plenty times. It's New Orleans.
Go ahead,
No.
man.
Shouts out to
Come
the
on, man,
city.
let
And
us
the
do the thing.
young
Go
girl, she was offered $3.8 million in
that.
scholarships. You know what I'm saying? 115 different schools
I
and more
seen
want
it.
her. So,
The
you know what
most
I'm saying?
in the most in the country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
When you do stuff like this is what I shout out. I don't like to shout out.
Yeah. Shouts out to her, man. Shouts out to New Orleans. That's dope. Like I actually watched the video. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? She said that she did it because there's a lot of people in the environment where she come from, who they don't think that you can go to school.
Like
they
her
don't
parents.
think you can get college offers.
Her
So
parents was 15 and 16 when they had her. She got bit up by like a dog when she was like 2 and survived it.
That's
So
dope.
she got a real good story, man.
Shouts out to New Orleans, man. We fuck
Shouts
with
out.
y'all. Believe it or not, man, Mobile and New Orleans, we really, you know,
Neighbors.
it's a
Right.
rivalry kind of thing that people like to say, but we neighbors, man. We sister cities. What they call that shit? Yeah.
Yes,
so-
that's it.
Besides who the weird shit, we kind of like very close.
What's not weird about you though? Give me
I
one
don't know.
thing. Exactly. God.
I wouldn't change
How was
nothing.
your week, Todd?
Cool, man. Slow motion.
Slow motion.
That new, yeah. Gym. That's it.
I ain't see you.
Hey, I ain't just because I ain't
What
come
gym?
with you.
Right there?
I went to the precinct.
Home gym, huh? Nigga went home gym.
No, I don't go to the home gym. You can't get no work done. You know?
Nigga,
Bedside.
This
bedside.
nigga put a little
fitness, doing
Crisco
that.
on his forehead and want to take pictures and shit. You ain't
doing
working
yoga.
I know who I saw in that bitch once.
out. Okay. We ain't see you done, but taking pictures.
Well, you can say what you want.
I don't need as much work as you. I'm fine. You
That's what you think. Nigga built like an auntie in that hole again. I keep saying it.
Hey, my boy, I love them hands on the hip.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All he need is the robe, goddamn.
What y'all children doing out there? That nigga throw them hoes up real quick.
Get your ass from around here.
Yeah, boy, they say yeah, do it like an auntie. Auntie can't get right. All right, y'all boy crazy. We do have some very important announcements that we do want to make here on the Dummies Podcast, man. We are going to change up our format slightly. To all our listeners, man, who've been with us from day one, we love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. We've gotten a hell of a lot of feedback. Y'all keep giving us feedback. We see the podcast growing, man, looking at the metrics and the numbers. We not big numbers people because I don't care if it's the first few people who started listening to us. We not going to stop. Right. And we appreciate every last one of y'all. But just a couple announcements, man. The podcast, we're recording on Fridays, and that's going to pretty much typically be our schedule, Friday nights. But now we're going to start dropping on Monday. Y'all used to seeing the podcast drop on Tuesday. Just be alarmed. This will be the last Tuesday podcast. After that, we will switch to a Monday format unless there's special situations that come up, and we'll let y'all know that. So just be mindful that I think that's going to be what? May the 7th will be our first Tuesday podcast. So this will be first Monday podcast. Right. My bad. But this is the last time that your podcast will come to you on Tuesday morning, man.
And that's good news because you get to see this handsome face earlier on Tuesday.
Start your week off right.
You start your week off with the Dummies.
The camera can see you right there, Ty. You don't have to move.
No, I didn't need to get the full.
You forgot to pluck.
Get the full shit.
And
then you got to get everything.
Pluck your eyebrows.
Stunning is what they would say. This is it.
Who been lying to you your whole life?
Ain't nobody been lying to me, man.
Shit, been lying to you.
Nobody been lying to me, man.
Can't get right. How was your week, cuz? We never asked you.
My week was cool.
How? What happened? Anything happen? Anything good?
No. But something did happen Sunday, but it was more of a topic. So now that we are done asking how everybody's week was, then I could.
So now you could go into your topic.
My week was good, Joe.
Yeah. I had to go to his topic.
I had a good week.
You could go into your.
I was saying topic, after everybody has.
Go to your intro topic.
I was saying after everybody has.
Now I'm just sitting, getting your shit.
But question, like, how big is customer service to y'all?
Very big.
Yeah, it's high on the list. Priority one, maybe.
Like if you running a business and operating, customer service is number one.
Because you remember last week when when you was like, you felt a certain type of way when you first got a maid, like, damn, who am I? I had one of them moments. So Easter, went to church, heard that he risen, and we wanted to go have a drink after. So went to a little place in 5 Points, had a little Prince thing going on because that was the day he passed. So we sitting outside, cooling. It was a little chilly. So we decided to move and told the waitress to cash us out so I can tip you, and we're going to move to somewhere else. She was like, well, that's somebody else, waitress area. Like, okay, that's cool. We still going to order some more drinks. Go over there. She passed by us like 3-4 times. Damn. So when the first thing she says to us is, can y'all move back to where y'all was at?
Whoa.
And I was like, fuck you mean? Cause and then I told her like, nah, we was planning on having like more drinks and food and stuff. I was just making sure I tipped the last person, cause I know how important that is. She was like, oh, and then I'm like,
no man, shit.
You want something? And then she was like, so y'all want something to drink? Fuck no.
Yeah, no.
But then I went and told the manager. So that was my
snitching.
Damn,
Joe. What you
like
snitching Joe?
Yeah, snitching Joe, goddamn.
But the manager, she was like, oh nah, that was crazy. She was like, y'all sit at the bar and have a few drinks on me.
That was dope.
That was dope. And I might even go back because of that. But
right. For me,
I thought that shit was just wet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but the consensus is out, right? And I'm not gonna say that's any of us, but it's just out that blacks don't tip. Yeah, it's just out there.
I don't care about that.
That's probably why she went there with you, but
I don't. That shouldn't matter though.
That's bullshit.
To me, it is. I get it, but bullshit. I'm saying
to me, if I feel like your customer service is a reflection of who you are. As a person, I've never been rude to anybody I'm servicing because that's just not who I am.
Right. I'm not saying we gonna do it.
I'm just saying
that's what it is.
I don't care whether you tip or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that.
Like if your service is fucked up, I ain't gonna give you that. I don't give a fuck what it is. That's just what it is. If I come to your establishment and the waiter that's serving us, if she ain't shit, she ain't.
Nigga said she
Right. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, let me prove I tip. Nah, if the service
the service
good,
ain't shit,
I'm a tip. I'm a tip good.
I need to start looking at the fucking receipt with the gratuity at the bottom because
what?
The gratuity.
You know what he said?
Gratuity, goddamn.
Gratuity.
The
Trying to fuck with me earlier.
Videographer. He is. Videography.
Nigga, don't try to get it off you, nigga. You just had your own fuck up, goddamn.
No, but the gratuity, because I feel like if I go there for 30 minutes, I'm going to pay you $20, whether the meal was $15 or whether it was $100. So I don't never look at the bottom to see the shit you're supposed to pay them based off the percentages of your shit.
Oh, you tip a standard.
I just go
rate.
20 and be like, whatever.
Yeah, I do that too. I don't never look at that. And I always pay more. I remember me and Baron went somewhere, we were talking about that, like how we just, $10 usually is the standard unless it get bigger, and then I might go up to 15.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I believe in tipping, but like
I definitely believe
to me,
in tipping.
customer service is everything. Like even if it take a long time for your food to get back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or even if I'm calling somebody, I'm having a bad experience with them. If somebody just take time out to be like, man, we sorry, this is what we gonna do. Look, this how we gonna fix it, man. We sorry about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm appreciative of that. That's enough to keep me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Because probably 9 times out of 10, if I'm coming to your establishment, unless it's somewhere new, but if I'm coming to your establishment, I might be frequent, and I'm loyal to shit. Like, I'm loyal to little brands and shit. I just changed my soap this week, man. I had a little, you know what I'm saying? It took me a little minute, you know what I'm saying, to change the goddamn soap.
What made you change it?
Because somebody said the other one caused cancer.
Shit.
What don't? Goddamn.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it probably
You
ain't
gonna
the
use
fucking
that
soap.
Johnson & Johnson.
Shit.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it just took me a second. But like I said, just customer service is big, man. If you work in that industry, treat your people nice. You brought up Prince. I wasn't gonna bring this up that quick, but did y'all see that he got a memoir coming out?
Yeah,
I
like a
didn't see that.
documentary.
Yeah,
type.
that he was actually working on while he was living.
Right.
So
So
that's
it's gonna-
kind of dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
dope.
that'll be dope because like stuff like that, like you say, he was working on it before he was gone. So
Yeah.
that's kind of that's almost like he's dead, but yet he's speaking back to us on something
Again.
he was already working on. The beautiful one set to be released in October.
The beautiful one?
Huh?
The beautiful one?
That's what it's called.
That's dope.
Shit.
Yeah, that's dope.
That sound like some shit.
Some
Prince
shit
would-
he'll do. Yeah. The
sound
beautiful one,
princess.
goddamn. I said princess.
Ish. I meant to say ish.
Yeah, but that I thought that was kind of dope. Hopefully it says October the 29th is when it'll be released. So I mean, you brought up Prince, so I just
Yeah.
wanted to shout that out because there's a lot of Prince fans out there. We know he made dope music. We said last week he might have been one of the top entertainers. So shouts out to Prince.
Shout. I think that's dope, man. Me personally, I never listened to Prince music or been around. Like my parents never like listened to Prince music, so I wasn't sort of say a fan of that music. But just seeing like him perform and things like that, that's some things I watch. I have watched and can watch and think he was pretty good at. So I'm definitely want to see this documentary or memoir, as you would say. And I think it'll be dope, man. Shouts out to Prince.
Yeah, that shit definitely gonna be dope.
And lately I caught myself like watching more documentary type things.
I'm big on
It's more
documentaries
true.
now.
It's more true than that fictional shit you're trying to put out and make of them. So.
Yeah, ever since I was a little kid, if I catch a doc, I'm watching that shit. It could be a doc on because like you know what I'm saying, that should be so interesting. Most documentaries they get in depth, you know what I mean, and they kind of give you backstory and then they kind of take you through the whole shebang. So I like docs. So.
Yeah.
The whole shebang.
Especially docs on, people.
I'm just waiting on the docs from like people of our time.
Like who?
Like the Cash Money, the No Limit, even like the Jay-Z's. Because now it's like, you getting the Curtis Mayfields, the Temptations.
The older one.
Yeah, the older one, which is cool because you wasn't around that time.
Right.
You talk to your folks, they be like, oh yeah, he did try to shoot that nigga.
And do you think
But-
those docs will be for us or for the younger generation, like these older docs? Will be?
It'll be both.
I think we'll still
both.
enjoy it.
It'll be
Yeah.
both. Because we enjoy Curtis Mayfield. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
enjoy Teddy Pendergrass and those kind of people, but that wasn't our
That wasn't
time.
our era.
And that's why I was asking, because I know Cash Money was our time. So is it more for the youth or for us? Because we know the time.
both.
That's
what
when
I'm
you really
saying,
gonna
it'll be
feel
both.
old when your child call you and be like, the juvenile.
Who's Lil Wayne?
But what I was gonna say to your point was a lot of times the reason why you probably not seeing docs yet on our people is because they still living out
Oh
their
yeah,
docs.
that's true.
You know what I
Right,
mean?
that's
Like
true.
some of them people, like they're
Older,
older now.
they're
and
kinda
more-
almost
yeah,
done,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And I
Like,
guess
some of
that's
them
why
have
you get them
passed.
Prince.
It's easy to have a doc about them. So.
But they got shows like Unsung. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they have like more.
They be good sometimes,
Yeah,
but
they be
it
good
be like
sometime, right.
they running out of people. It be
I never
like
watched
people you
it.
never. No, it's some really good ones.
I
Yeah,
done
it's some
seen
good ones. Yeah.
Like,
Like,
I
the
watched
most
the
recent
one on
one.
Avant.
It was Lord.
Avant
I
was
think.
good.
Yeah.
They
Lord shit was straight too.
Who?
Lil
Lord.
Yeah,
Never watched that
I ain't see here.
That's a more recent one. I haven't
Yeah.
watched it.
I really don't even know when that shit come on. I just know I be flipping. I'm like, oh,
Like Heavy D,
What channel?
Heavy D
Yeah,
was
that
good.
shit, it was good.
Yeah,
What
it'd be
channel?
unsung channel.
Oh,
TVO1,
TV1.
TVO1.
TV1.
Yeah.
TVO1.
Fuck is that? Rewind one?
Hey, let me ask y'all a question though, bro.
Okay.
While we in entertainment, I just want to say, so did you see the 50 Cent and Young Buck little feud for the moment or whatever?
I did see
I
the little
missed
back
it.
and forth.
What happened?
Same
50
old, same
fucking-
old.
50
Same old,
fuck
same
with
old.
him
But
again.
Buck was about to drop something, a mixtape or
Yeah.
something. Well, go ahead.
It's an album, I
he
think.
about to drop a mixtape, but 50 Cent put something out there. Like, what's a age that you feel like is too old to be trolling, bro?
I mean, I don't
We
think
don't
it's a
know.
specific age. If you're a troll, you're a troll. If you're not, you're not.
I don't think 50 be trolling. I think 50, like, to me, a troll is somebody who does something for attention, to get attention at that time, to be able to
him.
be relevant or to get some attention shed on them so they can sell something or do something or just get that. That's been 50 Cent since day one. Before social media even was a thing, that was 50 Cent.
That nigga
Like,
just a
even
hood
before
comedian.
social media was a thing, that's who he is. I think that's just him.
I think he just like fucking with
He
people.
just like a shit talker. That's
He
him.
damn sure gonna kick you while you're down. That shit was funny.
like Tia Marie. He was like,
Tierra Maria,
Yeah.
he
I
tan,
want
but
all
she
my
just
shit.
like
That nigga made a
going
t-shirt
back
out
to-
of it.
I just don't understand it though.
I feel what
Like,
you're saying.
you know what I'm
It's
saying?
maybe it's more like what's too old to still be doing that
right.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now or been, but that's who he is.
I don't think
Yeah.
he
He
can
is who he
change
is.
that.
Yeah, he
I
is
think
who he
that's
is, man.
and for him, I don't really get mad because I think that's just who he is. But if like Nas or Jay-Z start doing that shit, I'm
Nah,
gonna be like,
we
man,
know
come
that
on,
ain't
chill
it.
out.
But-
that ain't you.
yeah, okay.
yeah, I think troll is more when you step outside of who you like
Right.
normally
To
are.
get the attention.
Right.
But
The
that's
shit-
just him.
Yeah, the shit and the shit he's talking about is real shit. Like he will, if you want to fight, he'll fight. If you
He
want
does say that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. If you want to do whatever, he'll do whatever. So and he's not just out there making outrageous claims like I'm the hottest nigga in this gang, like a
Yeah.
6ix9ine type shit, and not doing any of it. So
But here's the same guy that was in his clique, G on it. He was with G on it.
they fell out.
He fell out.
What you want him to do? We
ain't
ain't
cool
friends
no
no more. Shit, nigga, we ain't
Once
crew
you
no
cross
more.
that line, you gotta stay there.
Hey,
Goddamn.
we ain't crew no more.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
So
guess.
I don't
yeah.
know. To answer your question, I just feel like that's who he is.
That's who he is.
That's who he gonna continue to be, and I don't really have no problem.
Is that
with
shit acceptable?
I mean, shit.
From 50,
Again,
what you
that's
gonna
who he
do?
is.
I
That's
like
who
it.
he
I ain't
is.
even gonna hold you up.
I laugh at it every time I see it.
I don't trip off somebody.
I wouldn't do it, but
Right.
hey, I laugh
That's
at
it.
it.
Gotcha.
In music, y'all saw that DJ Paul is suing Travis Scott for $20 million.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who?
'Cause For the
DJ Paul.
For all those
Paul.
Memphis
For,
beats.
oh
and
no,
stuff.
for the
he was
one
from-
song, the
okay.
Tear the Club Up.
Yep.
Tear the Club
He didn't get
Up,
that clear
bitch.
before.
I
No,
guess.
well, he didn't have to the club up. He said, "Fuck the club up, fuck the club
But it's
up."
still in his whole.
But it was in that same kind of
Cadence
and
right,
shit.
and
Beat
tell me that-
and-
And I had a question off of that. We can still talk about that, but I had a question off of that. And just having a sound like that, and we discussed it before, like, can Juvenile sue a lot of niggas?
I think it's hard with a style because like people are still in juvenile style, but like if you still damn near the song, that's like saying back that peach up, and you know what I'm saying. Like, you know where you got that from.
Back
I
that
want to
piece
say, there's songs with the exact wording of back that ass up, like in that cadence. There's a lot of juvenile.
Drake
sayings.
did it.
Yeah, it's
but-
a lot of juvenile sayings in his cadence.
I think it's two different things. Like we saw that, like with Ross, he did, that little bigger cadence. And if you probably reach out, get a blessing, or
Right.
talk to the right people, you probably, oh yeah, man, go ahead, because that's you showing respect, you showing love, you keeping that memory of that name alive. But with this, I listened to it because I saw the same story that you saw, and I was just kind of like, it's shaky. He's saying different words, but it's the exact same
cadence.
cadence.
Yeah, and
Cadence
that's what-
tone.
and that's the main-
And I remember me and you had that argument. And you was right before about was it Teddy Pendergrass?
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye, just a
I didn't
sound.
I
think
was just
that
about to
you
say,
could get
them
yeah.
niggas,
You know what I'm
whoever
saying?
lawyer he got, boy, them niggas don't be
They
bullshitting
Robin
on it.
Thicke and Pharrell, a couple niggas just off of a
Yeah,
sound.
Robin Thicke, he tore his ass.
And I still don't know what the sound was.
It was.
I-
I know the song was
I heard
blurred
them both.
lines,
I
but
heard
I
them
never
both
heard
back
that Marvin Gaye
together.
song
But I
before.
heard them both and heard no similarities.
However, they found that shit and they tore their ass
Well,
up.
the good thing about it is the rest remains to be seen. We'll get to watch it unfold and see what happens.
He might cut him a check.
I tell y'all
But
what,
Travis Scott got it.
I tell y'all what though, if somebody don't come out with some new music I'm dropping my mixtape on these niggas, man.
Oh yeah.
What it's gonna be
What it
called?
gonna be called?
Shit, who the Esquire?
Whoa.
Shit, who the Esquire? There you go.
God damn.
But for real though, like
Well,
no
let's-
new music been dropping. So I just want to ask, what y'all been listening to, man?
The same
Is
thing.
it still Nipsey?
The same thing I told you last week.
Still Nipsey?
Shit, it ain't changed in 6 days.
I finally hit shuffle on my library and just let all of the old songs play.
Shit.
And there's a
buddy.
lot of old classic shit on it. I'm
You
like,
on
damn,
bad time. Huh?
damn, that's why I was I told DJ that they play that This Is the Life song by Ross. And I just realized when that shit first come on, how it sounds, just the whole thing. So I said that to say, Ross, nigga, it's your turn. Come on, let's go. Tired of saying it.
We
over
made
and
some
over,
phone
week by week.
calls. You know what
It's
happened when the dummies start making our
Yeah,
phone
the same
calls.
thing happened with Cash Money getting on these
Yeah, we
streaming
done made
services.
some phone calls.
Right.
Did y'all see that T.I.? We've been seeing a
Young
lot of
Tip.
him and Kodak. It was Kodak time last week. Now we coming to T.I. But it's in some good light. T.I. bailed about 23 non-violent offenders out of jail on Easter. Did y'all get a chance to see that?
I saw that.
Saw
I
that.
saw that. Thought it was dope.
It was 7 women and 16 men were bailed out of the DeKalb County Jail in Georgia. Basically, Tip just felt like it was a good time to get some of these nonviolent offenders out. We talk about prison reform. We talk about all the work that Kim K doing. It's a lot of people. Trader Truth down in Houston do
Yeah.
a lot of stuff in
Absolutely.
regards to prison reform and like just helping out the community. But we want to give T.I. a big shout out. It was another guy with him, and I'm sorry that I can't call his name right now. It was another guy that was with T.I. that helped him do that. It wasn't just T.I. But shouts out to
I
people.
think it was a guy with a church. I want to say it was a guy with a church.
Whoever this was looked like another street cat to me. But
Yeah, some
I
church
could be
guy.
wrong. But again, whoever was involved in that, whoever went to the decision making, man, shouts out to y'all, man. That was big. That was dope. We know we have a prison system. They have a lot of people who are in that just because they can't afford to get out.
Right.
I remember hearing a story. There's a lot of people that had bail or they had fines and they couldn't get out. And one of the ways to get out was to go to jail.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you go to jail, you can pay like $2 a day back.
Right.
But if you're paying $2 a day and your fine was $3,500,
You in
there
that
for a
bitch for a
minute.
long
yeah,
time.
you got to
Right.
sit out. And we have to be real with ourselves. That's a lot of the people that we have in jail right now. You know
Right.
what I mean?
And
So-
I think that's dope. And these are the type of things we want to see T.I. do. We didn't really talk much about what they did and the little beef because we wanted to try to stay out of that for the most part. But these are the type of things we need to see T.I. doing and want to see him doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
This
we don't
is
want to see
T.I.
the foolishness.
I don't
man.
want to see you.
This is
T.I.
who
I don't.
You should be
Right.
at this
Right.
point.
Like at this point, this is your state. Like you're the elder statesman. I don't want to see you. Like, see what I'm saying? At this point, if you had this conversation behind closed doors with Kodak or whoever, and he didn't want to listen, cool. You go on to doing your mission.
Right.
Because this is what we see you at. You're an old head now, and as an old head, you responsible. You're wiser. You know more. You see more. You can look at Kodak and see.
That ain't the way
He
to do
walking
it.
down a path that you walked through years ago.
Right.
So like y'all said, I don't want to see you arguing with him because you're in a place where you know better.
And it should have been simple for him. He should have looked at it like, if somebody came at me this way when I was Kodak age, how would I have responded? And we all know how that would have
Yeah,
been.
he'd have
with
made a
Tip
whole
at
mixtape.
21. Yeah,
Right.
whole mixtape. You know what I'm saying?
And showed up in the nigga hood.
Exactly. He shot a
crazy.
video, goddamn.
Right,
Video
so-
on your block. But you know what I'm saying? But continue to do these things, man. Stay out the foolishness, man, and make some more good movies.
And speaking of people making good moves, y'all seen Magic and Ice Cube working to try to buy Inquire Network, a sports network from Disney. Did y'all
Yeah, I
see
saw
any of that?
that.
I did see that, man. That's pretty dope. And it sucks that a lot of the other networks and companies were trying not to get them to buy it or trying to basically push them out. Be like, nah, y'all can't get this.
Yeah.
They didn't want to mess with Cube or something.
It was
like
Cube.
that.
Well-
Cube is the one who reported it, but it's a joint venture, so it's both of them.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm saying, like, he tried before.
Well, you
Is
mean
that-
He's tried a number of times.
That's what I'm
I mean, he's even said like a lot of times like Hollywood and kind of like got him out of there, even though he's made Hollywood films.
Right.
And when you think about it,
Because
when's the
he-
last time you see one of his movies or something like that?
No, it's
come
been a
out?
minute.
Right, it's been a minute now.
because he actually just met with the Department of Justice because he's claiming the cable company. He's saying that Charter is basically kind of branding together to kind of make sure that he can't get in or making the cost of business to try to get in high on him.
Right.
I mean, with Cube, man, Cube been he switched from rap a long time ago. You got to think about how long ago was Friday came out. And that this man been in bars in the hood. So he's been around TV and this industry for a long time.
Yeah.
He probably knows stuff that he probably, like you, one thing about like hood niggas and niggas who come from situations similar to ourselves, when you show us, when we come from where we come from, and then you also show us that corporate side and the way to navigate, that makes us really
super dangerous.
Yeah.
Super dangerous.
You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why they're trying to ban to keep them out, but I just think it's time out, man. You got to let people in. It's gonna happen one way
You
or
think
another.
it's gonna happen to Jordan Peele? Because I mean, clearly,
I don't know.
Who knows? That's a different type.
But
of,
I just
That's a different type of.
person and background, and what he does is different from what Cube has done and is trying to do.
And I think Jordan Peele, he's gonna be cool making his movies. He's gonna be cool collecting his checks.
Do we
He's
know that
newer.
though?
He's not gonna.
Yeah, but do we know eventually if he'll try
Once
to do
he
it?
start doing
eventually, but
ownership,
right
once
now,
he
I
start
don't
talking ownership, we want to see how it changes.
But like he's saying, compared to Peele, Cube is the elder statesman. So
True.
Cube gonna take them hits and them lumps and bumps.
For it to
So
be
it might be
easy for him.
easier for somebody like a Peele
Right.
15 years from now to come through the door, you know what I'm saying, and do what he doing.
And you said that,
So-
man. I'm gonna make y'all niggas feel old. I want to say like a day or two ago was Friday anniversary.
24 or
Yeah,
something
y'all
like
niggas
that.
old. 24 years ago, cuz.
But you got to think.
about
So Jordan Peele, he's on his second movie.
Mhm.
Shit, Cube
You argue
had
with
more
Kodak
Fridays
and
than
Friday
that.
wasn't even out when Kodak
he
wasn't
wasn't
even
even
born
born
when
yet.
Friday first came out.
That's crazy.
tripping.
good.
That shit crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Little bit
What
ass
you
boy.
was saying about his second movie? What about it?
I mean, this only his second movie. Like, Cube
Didn't he-
did more Fridays than that. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of movies. So now, once he, then took them checks, he ready to start writing
Doing
checks.
something.
But you know, they.
Yeah.
I seen an interview with John Witherspoon said on that Friday movie, he said he made like $5,000, and that shit
Blew
blew up like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But they only made $5,000 for that movie.
Probably had no
I want to say
royalties.
Kid and
Contract,
Play made like 10
Yeah.
for what it was, they first house party. They made like $10,000.
You gotta think you probably contracted in thinking like this ain't gonna be nothing.
Yeah, it'd probably be a low budget movie that
Like
ain't
just,
going nowhere.
just imagine Barron saying, man, I'm finna shoot this film for y'all, man. I'm gonna contract you in that team. Like, man, fuck it. All right,
Let me
bro.
get this
like,
10
it's
grand.
cool.
And that bitch make
That
10
man
million.
turn around and
That
make
shit
$10 million.
makes $20
You can't be
million.
coming knocking at the door. Hey, bro, like, what's up?
I can't. I'm knocking at that nigga door.
Yeah.
Shit,
And he
Yeah.
can say, nigga,
I'm
you signed
copyrighting
in
all
that
my
team.
sayings
Nigga,
in
fuck
that
that.
bitch.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Like, if he wants.
He can't.
Because what's crazy, the only reason why they was in it was because Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff turned it down. That's who the studio wanted,
Right.
but they turned it down.
And I mean, and one thing about being in a position of like, the CEO and all that shit is sometimes people don't know how much shit costs. Like, they'll sit there and be like, man, I only made 10 bands. But like, they think, like, just like, I was talking to somebody about destination weddings. And they was talking about how people was coming up like, oh man, y'all look like y'all was balling. And people sending me, man, y'all balling. Like, nigga, do you know that shit is cheaper than goddamn going right there in your city, goddamn? Like why does that equate balling? Because you in this,
we paid $28 to get on
Right.
the boat.
They just don't be knowing or just think.
But
you
that,
know
but that's
saying?
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like, you look at it and like, say you owe a nigga some money, and they're like, that nigga down there in Mexico balling. No.
I'm chilling. And that nigga mad. Now he mad for a $28 boat.
nigga all on the boat.
Speaking
Nigga around
of
here written yachts
Gotta
and
make
shit
that
owing me money.
You spent that at
Speaking-
Ruby Tuesdays.
speaking of balling, what's the first thing you niggas buying? The 24-year-old Wisconsin man comes forward as a $768 million Powerball.
That.
768
760.
What y'all buying?
768 M?
A lawyer?
M's. You gonna? Oh, I feel you.
No, but for real, like
You gotta have
buying,
that.
like I mean, besides being practical, probably like a house. Probably a house.
Yeah.
That bitch gonna be on their own content.
I'm buying a block. Right now. I'm gonna buy a block so I could keep money coming in, even though I won't need to. I'm definitely gonna have. I don't think I need too much of a crib though. I don't think my crib would be stupid. I think
That's
it'd be something decent. I don't. I'm just saying.
You and your wife.
How much you said it was?
768.
Shit gonna be stupid. My shit,
How much
compound.
Mike Tyson house?
Big compound.
my shit gonna be stupid.
I don't need stupid. Girl.
Nah, but I always said though, like with a I'm not gonna like go. I don't need no 50-room mansion.
That don't make sense.
But I will make sure that everything I want in it, like you know what I'm saying. Like I want to make it, I want to make it the most comfortablest place for me, and I want to make it a place that I can have fun and chill. I'm already a homebody.
Right.
So like I want to make it like a cool, dope ass spot that when people come over, we can kick it and everything
You
is
gotta
in.
leave.
It's like shit.
My shit gonna be a home with a gym. I got
Barbershop, my shit. Hey, eat.
Not at 24. I'm gonna have a condom room. It's gonna be full.
A what?
At 20. Well,
what
he
kind of
said
room?
a condom
Condom room.
They said not at 24. Nigga, I'm talking about now.
You said at 24. Don't leave me
No,
out there.
I was saying he's 24. I wasn't saying
Right, that's what I
would
said.
you do
At 24.
But I'm not
Yeah,
saying
he 24.
Yeah, he
24 with 700.
24?
Yeah. I might be broke tomorrow.
Yeah,
goddamn.
boy, yeah, by 35, he'll be
Nigga been in about by 5 shoppers'
through.
houses.
for no reason.
Right.
Can't go to none
done.
of them now.
You want a house?
You want a house?
You get out.
Oprah of the streets, goddamn.
Buying every IG model.
Sheesh.
That's a lot of money, man.
For a 24-year-old?
I probably buy a
Yeah.
security guard because I ain't with y'all, man. I'm going to stocks.
So
Nigga be on that bitch for a week. Man, take y'all at home.
Do we know
They
what
be
that
on the whole other side living in your shit. You don't even know.
What is that process? Like take you a month to come out and say you want it. Like I wonder what's that entire process. and what all you gotta do?
Like if I'm responsible, I'm probably not going to collect until I get pieces in place. Me personally, like you know what I'm saying. You know,
Officer,
people
grab
talk
your
about
ass.
the lottery and you think about it.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure I have an attorney and some kind of a accountant before I go collect my check. Cause think about it, when you collect that shit and you gonna be like, man, let me spend it. I go get that shit next week, and you gonna spend some more shit, and you gonna be like, I'm gonna
Right.
get that shit
You
next
gonna
week.
put your shit in Wells Fargo.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have an attorney to draft paperwork. Here, mama, here go your 5 million. Don't call me back, no goddamn
I'm
more.
telling you.
Sign this paper right here.
That's it.
Yeah, so like,
Mama gonna call you back Thursday. Well, you know your cousins.
Mama done bought
Now
the
you
whole
know your
family
aunt.
show, goddamn.
man, my mom, I know my mom.
My
You
mom
can
gonna
give
have
my mom $10 million. She gonna come back. Can you send me 100,000 for what I just gave you? Well, see, it's this fence that I want to put. That's what the fuck I gave you.
What the fuck you did? I mean, what did you do with
She
the
gonna
rest
want
of
to
the
spend your money.
Nigga, my
Talking about
mama-
100,000 for some plant.
Nigga
My
gonna
mama
put her
gonna
shit
have on
right in the
fur
bank,
in
ain't gonna
July,
touch it.
goddamn.
Huh?
My mama having on a fur in July. She going real crazy. All right, no, my mama. Fur hat, fur socks, fur slipper. She might get some fur door handles.
Food.
Mama,
I ain't know how much family I had till I had a wedding. You know, I met cousin Juju at the gas station. He said he want to come. Fuck no, I haven't seen this nigga in 32 years.
Why you want your cousin to go, cuz?
No.
People get mad about that wedding shit.
They do.
Yeah,
they
my god sister's gonna text me talking about some what that nigga said? Oh, congratulations, everything looks so nice. Where's my invitation? I responded to the first part. Thank you. I appreciate it. I asked where my invitation was. She's still waiting on me to respond, guys.
Hey,
Shit told her ass is on the
hey,
way. It's on
hey,
the way.
he better than me. My cousin.
Oh, you ain't get that?
I said it.
I said
My
that.
cousin from
I ain't
Chicago,
respond to
like,
bullshit.
where our invitation? Man, y'all ass wasn't coming nowhere.
Think about it. If you gotta ask me for my invitation,
Yeah, you ain't
that
getting
mean your ass wasn't getting it.
Yeah,
goddamn.
This is true.
And I be understanding. Like, I never feel played about not getting invited to a wedding. I understand. They be having to cut that shit down.
Yeah, boy.
So y'all going to Kanye church?
No way, no how, no way, no how. Fuck that church.
Y'all seen this fool talking about he wanted to start a non-traditional church to help people get the Jesus through visual arts?
I bet them ties gonna be traditional.
I already know that, is, man. I ain't fooling with that, man. I will believe him once he starts a free church. He's not collecting any money, and he's not trying to sell $160 sweaters and $75 socks at that church. Until then,
That say church socks.
that say church socks. Fuck you and those say church socks and those $165 sweaters.
Man.
This shit be looking like bomb wet on it.
It is.
It
full
is.
of
But
goddamn.
every time I feel like people can't make a more of a mockery of something they do.
Yeah, like he
Like
put a
like if you not a
$700
church
price
goer or none of that, cool, that's fine. That's your thing.
Right.
But like stop making mockery. Like people, I mean, we make a mockery out of
a
everything.
lot of people take that
Huh?
shit. A lot of people take that church itself being real serious, man. And you gonna come out here and play with it and profit off it.
I think
Stuff like that.
Like, just think about it. I'm waking up. I'm gonna start me a church. That's what I think I'm about.
Because I
to
got
do.
the money to do.
That's like all y'all people who fake starting podcasts. Same thing. I take offense to you fake starting
Right.
starting podcasts.
Hey,
Now, what we said, Dummies and Destin, we said it's enough room for everybody.
I don't care.
It's enough room for everybody.
But nah, don't
okay, well, it's
offend me.
professionals.
This
and
takes
then there's
hard
other
work,
people.
man. Exactly. This takes hard work. Don't offend me like
Right.
that. Don't offend
Hard
me
work,
like that.
money, dedication. Dedication.
Consistency,
Yeah.
arguments with your wife.
Sure. Whole heap of argument. That's a continuous argument.
Talk about it, huh? Yeah, I hear you. Argument. What you got to argue about?
Just time, you know what I'm saying? When you spend a lot of time recording podcasts, we together sometimes 8, 9, 10 hours a day.
You got the little podcast coming yet?
Yeah, the little podcast. Your little podcast.
Yeah, you ain't.
Are y'all recording that little podcast?
I got something last week when we were talking about, okay, we're going to start doing something every week after the podcast. You going to date them more than you date me? I'm like, oh,
Damn.
I live with you. I date you Tuesday, I date you night, nigga. We had dinner last night. What you talking about?
Man, if only they knew how hard this shit be, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Hey, for what's crazy, we almost coming up on a year from when we first.
June?
This time last year, we was talking about it, like really, really. We almost
imagine if we'd have started when we first started talking about
Right.
starting.
2 years before we started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I mean,
so that's part of it too. It ain't just get up and start a podcast. It took us 2 years talking about it and actually having podcasts basically in the living room, getting drunk.
but they don't understand, bro. Like this shit takes time. Like
Yeah,
when we have to get in the zone.
like think about it. We got here.
we got a pre-production and figure out what we want to talk about. We want to take out. You know what I'm saying? Like that
think
shit
about
ain't
this
just.
ain't live. Fuck wrong with
we giving y'all the
Crazy
blueprint. We
as
giving y'all the blueprint. Like think about it though. Like we got here probably about 6:30, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We just sat around talking shit, shooting the shit, setting up, getting cameras ready, getting lights ready, making sure the shit timed up perfectly, making sure the sound check right. Why y'all ain't started yet? Shit, man.
They be
Fuck
thinking,
that, I'm just-
they be
Take
thinking,
2 hours.
Hey
Come
man,
in.
keep in mind I'm an artist,
But honestly,
and I'm sensitive about my shit.
and I'm sensitive about my shit.
But to be honest about it, like the hardest part is the time, cause like you can start it, but like can you consistently like do it?
Yeah, week after
We
week
went
after week after
goddamn
week.
23, 24 episodes,
And we didn't just take off for no
and,
reason.
but- and how many practice? Like we
Oh,
went
practice episodes. I think we did at least like 20.
right. So we went
23.
we all went almost 30 something episodes without a break every week for 30 weeks straight. So
That's like 6+ months. Think about it.
So,
And that's giving up all of your Saturday. We gave up every Saturday.
every Saturday.
every
Think
single
about
y'all.
because when we leave, we more than likely probably going home or some shit. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
think about giving up your
But
Saturday.
that's dope, man. I like it. This shit is fun. I love talking to you people. Keep listening to us. We're gonna keep it coming.
Exactly.
And
we want y'all
share,
to because we just
share.
share.
Appreciate the feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate the shares more.
Talking about some more money. Y'all saw that Shannon Sharpe. It's a few different football players, but it was Shannon Sharpe, Home Depot, and a couple of other ex-football players. They got together and they gave some money to these HBCUs. They gave over $500,000 to the HBCUs at like $50,000 a piece, and they left it up to not left it up to them, but like the schools voted on what part of the school can we use this money for to improve. Basically, it could be dorms, it could be a gym, it could be a track, it could be showers.
It was college.
College,
HBCU.
HBCU. So shouts out to Shannon Sharpe. It was Shannon Sharpe, Ricky Smiley, Laz Alonso, and they got with Home Depot and gave up $50,000 to the HBCU.
That's dope.
That's dope.
I think all of them went to HBCUs. I don't know
they
about
did.
last.
And that's why he said,
Okay.
that was Sharpe said, he was like, man, if I could do anything to help these HBCUs because I went to one, of course I'm going to do it.
But that's something I was listening to. Charles Barkley, I was listening to him. He was saying that, him and Tiger Woods used to be real cool, but they kind of fell out. But he was like, how Serena, her greatness, she brought another class of black tennis players in.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger Woods, even how much he affected golf, he didn't bring another wave of black players in.
So when you say that, I want to know what you mean. What
I-
you mean by
I
Serena
disagree.
bringing them in?
So
I disagree.
So he was saying that Tiger Woods should have connected with the black youth more.
Who said this?
Charles
Charles
Barkley.
Barkley.
Charles
Nigga who
Barkley,
said
okay.
I ain't your kid's role model. Gotcha.
Okay, cool. But he was saying maybe he should connect with a partner, like even now with the HBCU, to get more blacks actually playing golf.
I'm just asking. I'm not trying to pick sides. What did Serena do when he said that? What does he mean by that? Like, tell me.
Well,
what Serena did to-
like she does something in Compton. She went back to Compton and like connecting back to the neighborhood
Gotcha.
or connecting, just being connecting back to your people.
I'm not gonna say that Charles Barkley is wrong. He might have his reasons for why he's saying it, but I'm just saying I disagree with what we say about Tiger Woods.
Mhm.
We've never talked about golf ever.
Ever.
on this platform
Ever.
until Tiger won last week.
Or until Tiger won,
Right.
period.
And we urban young black kids, you know what I'm saying, black men talking about golf because of Tiger Woods. I've heard across different platforms how they talk about they stopped to watch Tiger play.
Think about it.
I've seen people, I done went in barbershops, barbers watching Tiger play when Tiger was at his peak. So maybe he didn't, it's no telling how many kids he's influenced to get into the game. I also would say when we talked about Tiger's age, Tiger was young when
Yeah, it was a kid, man.
I can't say what a 23-year-old, a 24-year-old, 25, 26-year-old, he may not even realize how big of an influence he has yet. It's easier when you get a little older, then you kind of realize your leverage and the things that you can do, just like we just talked about T.I. When T.I. was young, T.I. was busting guns and he was ready to carry them everywhere. And now he's older, he's bailing people out of jail, not buying chains and shit like that.
I got a question.
I don't know. It's just I disagree with that.
I got a non-serious question. When you at Top Golf, what do you call yourself?
A nigga.
Tiger Hoods, nigga. Tiger Hood. Nigga, that's stupid. Tiger Hood. You know what I'm saying? So I can't roll with that.
Where that come from? But okay.
But yeah, I disagree with that for the simple fact that Tiger Woods has had that effect on all of us, some kind of effect on all of us. We call us, every last black person who has a golf club calls themselves Tiger Hoods or Tiger Woods or something.
But let's get this shit out in the open, guys, okay? Let's not just be stupid about this and just not be political. This shit is boring.
I like Top Golf.
I don't think it's boring.
I'm talking about the sport.
No, I'm talking about the sport.
To watch, yeah.
Right.
But I don't know playing it. I don't know.
Go back to high school.
We action sport people.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We actually,
I just don't think we
You know what I'm
have
saying?
the accessibility to it.
The who?
Accessibility. I hope
I got you. I got you. I knew exactly what you're talking about.
because golf takes money, just like swimming takes money.
Right.
Y'all shut up. God damn it.
We sorry, cuz you putting X in accessibility.
That shit, you know,
I knew I had about 15
But
answers to that.
I hear what you're saying. But with swimming, it's just about the know. Did you know that Birmingham, the city of Birmingham, had a swim club? And they swim at the cross.
Hey, yeah, and you got 15 fucking pools in the city you can go swim at.
For $1.
I don't know 15 golf courses I can go play at.
Right.
So, I mean, I get what he's saying.
Well,
But
competitive swimming. Competitive swimming.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit costs a lot of money.
No, well, yeah, BPR does cost a lot of money because you have to buy the swim cap and all that shit that you go and then you
Balls in the
compete
hat.
against like other places like Homewood Rec Center and Leeds and all that
Yeah.
shit. They have swim team, then they all compete at the cross play. So swimming, yeah, that's something different. But golf, like you have to be a part of a country club.
It's just not fun.
It's and again,
Just
like
like
you just
y'all
said, that
said,
shit
it's
just
just
not.
not fun. It's not an
fun to
action
watch.
sport.
Right. Like if you take the
action sport.
goddamn stick and the ball away, it's called walking.
I definitely go golfing now.
I'll go do it
All
too.
you go do is go get drunk and hit a ball.
Right, can you get in over there?
Yeah, man, nigga.
Yeah, we need
what's
to
up?
we need to go. Let's
Let's
go
go part of the club. Y'all want to come
Some
golf?
of us live on the golf course.
Yeah, let's go get in the golf
I
club. man.
don't know nothing about that.
Let's go,
I
girl.
don't know nothing about
Nigga
that.
gonna be out there with one stick. Ain't gonna have no ball.
It's gonna be shame.
One stick, one ball, goddamn.
Doing everything with it. Driving, putting.
Go get that ball from over there.
Hey, let me see that wedge.
Nigga, all we got is a wedge. Nigga putting with a wedge.
Putting with one stick, one ball. Goddamn.
Nigga putting with a wedge.
Going steal all.
Ball going to say you out, fuck
Hey,
up.
y'all know Cooks over there. He gonna be listening like, shit,
swing it.
nigga, I got a whole
y'all.
golf club.
I've been golfing since 92.
Fuck that. Nigga,
Shut
we gonna
the
steal
fuck
all
up,
Top
too.
Golf shit. Take all Top Golf.
That man gonna body slam your ass. yo.
Did
Nigga
y'all
went and bought the shirt and pants and took a picture and took that shit right back.
he
Fuck
bought
out
the
of
little
here.
shirt too?
Oh, yeah. You know he got a medium. Nigga.
Super tight. Belly button, all out this shit.
Right.
Shots
Fuck your shirt ain't mean your belt for.
Stomach
a
hair.
shimmy shirt,
Nigga
nigga.
got his stomach hair showing. Nigga, put your stomach hair.
Little half the top golf shirt wearing ass.
Get them Cooks. Did y'all see that Nicolas Cage? His estranged wife is demanding spousal support.
3 days.
But it's only after 4 days of being married. Did
Fuck
y'all
outta
see
here.
that shit?
You ain't get nothing, man.
Right. Like, 4 days?
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, you leaving with the same
Face
suitcase you came here
The
with.
face
Right.
off nigga.
Oh,
Nigga
oh.
John Travolta. Yeah. 4 days.
Better
4
get back
days.
in that Yoda. Get your
4 days.
What makes you be married to a person for only 4 days.
He did in Vegas.
I'm thinking.
They gotta know.
Let's think about how that happened.
I bet she was fine.
I love you so much. You got married, and then you found out that your brother or your homeboy crushed. Goddamn, which one it was?
Oh, she's super psycho.
I don't think that.
Or he was drunk in Vegas and high and just did it.
He went through her phone.
All of the above.
What did he? He went through that phone.
She's so.
Come on, let's think about what he
Wait.
did,
So
man.
he getting her out of there, or she want to get?
He
out
getting her out of. He getting
out
it
of
another.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He definitely found out his homeboy pound.
I think he just came to his senses, man. Like if it was in Vegas, he drunk as fuck.
He probably was on that.
Or-
He was on some kind of drug.
He was on the drugs, the same
he
drugs
seen
that
Then he
something else?
came off the drug.
What drugs the picture of the
how
nigga
long
you
they
sent
were
today?
Some methamphetamine
He
or
was
some
on
shit.
that, yeah. And it was still high in his mug shot. He was on that. I don't know.
That nigga woke up and said, "What the fuck did I do?"
What's your name? What's your name?
I mean, he said. I mean, Cage claimed. He said that the marriage to whatever her name is was based on fraud, and that he reacted on impulse and without the ability to recognize or understand the full impact of his action. That mean that nigga was fucked up.
Her
Probably.
name some
Yeah, he was
foreign
high.
shit.
Hmm?
Her name some foreign shit or something.
Koike Koaki.
One of them chicks that request you.
He
on
bought it from
Instagram.
over online or somewhere else.
They don't have no followers.
Koala 7592438.
I think he
It just be
married.
that print.
I think
on there.
he married a man and he ain't know it was a man. That's all that was.
You ain't get the
Dummy.
Request to follow you, just be that print on that. Nigga be like, hey, you want to kind of. Never mind. Never mind.
Had
Y'all-
one
y'all ain't finna
follow,
get me this
one
week.
picture.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know, man. How much can she get and what can she get and can she get anything?
We finna find out.
No, I believe because he got it annulled. Yeah.
I mean, in the Norman, I don't think you
Can't get
like.
nothing.
I think shit. I don't even think the ink didn't dried on that yet.
No.
they should at least give you a Walmart policy.
Hey, yeah,
Give
you
a
get a
nigga
little 30 days. Yeah.
The marriage
Shit, you can take a suit back after 90 days, goddamn, before you get store credit.
And you
But
can
so,
wear it.
it gotta be something.
Shit. I mean,
How many days that nigga was married?
Four, cuz.
Oh,
How many? 12,
Four.
24, 36, 48 hours? Goddamn.
4 days is 48 hours.
Oh,
Nah,
no, I
it was
can't
longer
count.
than
Goddamn. 24 the whoop for
Dummy.
talking. Nigga said 12, 24, 36, 48. Nigga said 2 days is 4, goddamn.
yeah. Damn.
2 days is 4. That's the new 4.
Get him
goddamn.
dance.
The new 4.
Super
That
dumb.
nigga said, yeah, he was married 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 48 hours.
He counted that shit.
I still don't know.
Oh, that
how
about
you even got
48
that
hours
wrong.
now.
I don't know where he got that.
That's that new math. You know
Oh,
they
yeah,
got-
that 48
you know they got
hours.
that new
That's the Common Core.
That new math.
Hey man, I ain't fucking with y'all, man. Y'all see my man Joe Biden. My man Joe Biden, man, he jumping into the political field. It's crowded as fuck. I don't know, but he jumped in. Did y'all see that this week?
We did get a chance to see it.
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe, goddamn. Sleepy Joe. Something wrong
I
with
sick
that
of
man.
Trump.
That nigga crazy, man. Come on, man, Sleepy Joe. But yeah, I did see that, man. And do you think that this is what? Well, is this what elections have always been? This many people just jumping in the
No,
race, jumping.
it's-
Nah, it used to be
jumping in
about
the
3
race.
or 4.
No, it's never been.
But
It was
But
3 or
with
4
Trump
last
winning,
week.
that lets you know, with him winning,
But not
shit,
even-
anybody can win.
like,
so
even
everybody
doing-
want to do it now.
Like even doing that, when you watch those debates, man, they had so many people up there. I
But
was like,
honestly, let's be real. Come on, straight up. It's only like 2 or 3 people that got a chance
yeah,
to come out of the Democratic side. They can put all them people up there they want to. That's fine. That's cool. But it's only 2, maybe 3.
Sleepy Joe.
Two, maybe
two
three.
is
Oh,
two
but don't
to
wanna-
me is
but-
Joe Biden and
Kamala.
Bernie and but they have to run to see who's gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
be-
yeah,
get
but
represented.
nomination,
You know who gonna
But-
get nominated.
the primary.
But-
I wonder if Joe would announce earlier because they know he's the front runner.
Mhm.
If a lot of them wouldn't have threw their hat in.
Well, I've seen like 1 or 2 since he say he was gonna get in, got into it as well.
Nah, they just tripping. Dude.
Exactly. That was gonna be the. I think
So-
they set that precedent till last
let me-
election that this is what's gonna be happening.
Just actually, how old is Bernie Sanders though?
80, damn near.
He's no.
Oh,
Bern-
easy.
I want to say Joe Biden's only a year younger than Bernie.
Joe, like
Yeah, they
76.
right
what I'm
the
saying.
same
They-
age.
okay.
And
They
then
like
both of
76.
them will be the oldest president ever elected. But let's just go early. Who y'all see as front runners
Sleepy Joe.
out of the Democratic side?
Joe.
Damn, Bernie this
Joe,
2
Bernie,
times in a row.
and-
They didn't got shot at. I gotta go Joe.
I'm gonna
Joe,
go Bernie and Joe.
Yeah, we name it too.
I'll say Elizabeth Warren for the simple fact that a lot of people are looking at those student loans and what she would do for it.
And that was dope.
that was dope
I
as
like
fuck.
Beto. I like Beto and Warren as far as VPs.
But
Beto
has
been
he
slacking. Like,
actually?
where is he at?
Has he actually announced?
People. Yeah,
And that's-
Beto is.
And that's what happens when all of these people,
too
good
many-
people, get lost in the sauce, man.
I mean, Beto not there yet to be a president.
Yeah,
but
Vice.
I think he would be great vice.
Right.
Did he announce? I mean, I saw him on
Beto
on
in.
Oprah like
if I'm not
Soul
mistaken,
thing.
Beto in.
Man,
Yeah.
give me Joe.
That'd be a dope ass lineup. Joe and
Joe and
Beto.
Beto, yeah.
Ooh, that should be.
Or
live.
Joe and Warren, or Bernie and Warren.
Bernie and Warren.
Beto and
You
Joe.
don't- you don't
Beto
like-
and Biden.
you don't like
Put
Joe-
Warren in there
You
somewhere.
don't like Joe and Bernie with Elizabeth Warren somewhere in there, maybe over education or
Hell
something like that.
No.
A cheeseburger fuck
Them-
up the
them
whole
two, they can't
goddamn.
go
But
together.
then you have a good third somewhere. What's the third?
No, they can't. You can't put them together. You gotta get.
You gotta have some type of contract.
You gotta go.
You gotta
young
go young.
on them, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, them boy knocking 80, man. If
But
not
you,
80.
you brought up Elizabeth Warren. It was kind of dope. She unveiled a $640 billion college debt forgiveness program.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people had a chance to see this, but Elizabeth Warren, one of the Democratic leaders, or she's running for president. She wanted, a lot of us are facing student loan debt. A lot of us are trying to figure out how to navigate. We've talked on this platform a lot of different times about student loan debt. And she basically has something that if you make under $100,000, that they're willing to forgive up to $50,000 in student loan debt. Now, I challenge people, don't necessarily make a decision off of this. However, if that's something that it weighs heavily on you, cool. But make sure you just kind of look in all the details of everything. But I just wanted to say that because I thought that was big because we know at this point it's something need to be done about student loans.
Absolutely.
It was a dream sold upon us. I think it's kind of crazy what we do to people, for pursuing a higher education, wanting to better their life, to turn around and stop them from getting jobs,
That's
people
hard.
losing jobs because of it.
Right.
I don't think that should be the case. I think the interest is way fucked up on
fucked up.
student
Yeah.
loans. So I think it was just dope that she introduced it. It's very ambitious, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody had a chance
And
to
that's
see
the
it.
thing I was thinking. It's very ambitious in would we be able to afford it? Would the country be able to afford that?
Shit, yeah. if
I mean,
other
shit,
countries do it.
shit, we couldn't afford a wall, and he ran on that. I mean, you not
He
gonna,
ran on
you know.
it, but so
That
you
boy
want
She
trying
could
to
pull
get
that
that
same
bitch
thing
funded.
though.
but you prefer her to run on something that she can't fulfill,
Nah, I think that,
or to vote for her on something she can't fulfill?
I think she could get behind that. I
So-
mean, and actually do it.
But that's what I'm saying. Other countries do it.
Other
Yeah.
countries do what?
They don't have student loan debt.
I know, but she's talking about basically taking away the debt, so they don't have to pay the debt because they don't have it. So she's talking about paying it as well as making it free going forward. That's a lot of money.
But
And
Rob
it's
was
something
talking
I'm
about
for.
that at one point in time, though, right?
Well,
But
no, he wanted to make junior colleges free.
Same thing.
She's talking about 2 and 4 year colleges free, public, private, public. One of them, I don't know. One of them she's trying to make free, but this also would benefit people who make more than 100,000 as well. It's like for every 3 they'll take back 1 or something. So it's not just for people under the 100,000. There's also up for people for over. I think the cutoff is 250,000 as a family.
Shit, it was something.
Yeah, so
I ain't know that part. I was thinking
Yeah.
about how I'm gonna goddamn explain the court, and we got to get divorced.
no,
in
it's
6
for
months.
it's for up to
On
for up
paper,
to
but
2
we still
years.
gonna
See,
be
that's
there.
the
I'm
thing.
still
We still
gonna
gonna
stay
be
here,
there.
baby. I'm still gonna bring you
Big
flowers
money
and
grip.
shit.
You see how he just
Yeah, he
standing
just told on
something
himself.
else?
Damn, baby.
But
But
to be scamming out the
Goodbye.
No lie, though, to be
Goodbye.
fair, that's why I looked at it because of the people in between 100 and 200, how it affect.
yeah.
Because under the 100, we not gonna
Hey,
get
look,
no
we
help.
got
So I
a
wouldn't know how
divorce.
to get help.
It's just
We
temporary.
together, but we
together,
ain't
but we just
together.
act like we
You
ain't
stay
right.
there, I stay here.
Yeah,
we'll
we-
be all right. I come over there every Saturday.
Shit, why you talking? Why you talking? Hootie can't even do a single now. You know that big money hoot.
Ooh, shit.
He like fuck
Hootie-
it.
Hootie
I'm just
Esquire.
gonna write their ass
Who
a
the
check.
squad?
Hootie got that right that nigga a check money
Not
now.
necessarily some broke lawyers out here in these streets.
We got a
A
lot,
lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Fucking right. So,
lot of 'em.
Esquire.
But who the Esquire in, bro?
Esquire just mean you fake fancy. That's all.
And that's why they be broke.
fake fancy.
Because they pay for
fancy,
shit like
goddamn.
that.
Shit,
Fake
dog.
fancy.
Yeah, fake fancy.
Know what the title gonna
That
be?
might sound like the fake fancy.
Oh, man.
But we in Alabama, so I thought it was only fitting. It was only right. A lot of uproar has been going about the lottery bill. We saw that the lottery bill passed the Senate here in Alabama, but I wanted to take time to make sure that we elaborated a little more on that bill. Did y'all see that the lottery bill passed through the Senate here in Alabama? For those who don't know, we don't have a lottery here in Alabama. For our listeners who don't come from Alabama, we've been trying for years to try to get something in place. They finally got something that passed through the Senate, but it's still not concrete. For people who don't understand how this process works, not only does it have to go through the Senate, which it did, it now has to go through the House. And if it passes through the House, it'll go on the ballot for March 2020, in which the people of Alabama get to vote on it. Have y'all seen this, and what y'all thoughts?
Yeah, I did get a chance to see it. And I did get a chance. We all looked through both bills, and we saw which one was simply common sense off of why not this one over that one. But we know there's a lot of detail behind that. But also, mainly doing this for the people, like understand what's going on. Because I've seen a lot of people posting that basically Alabama has passed the law.
Right, and
we got the lottery. No, we don't. No. It got past one step. It's more steps and more steps.
And a lot of people don't know
what's in it.
The devil's in the detail, like people like to say. Greg Albrighton was the one who was the leader behind this bill. This bill that just passed the Senate. It's very key. Like, I know people get excited. It's like, oh, a lottery, we got a lottery. But you need to know what's in it. His bill and this bill that's passing is only generating $160 million in revenue. Mm-hmm. It's limited to a paper lottery only, meaning just straight lottery tickets only. And not only that, it's only going to the general fund.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This guy's from Atmore. It's heavily backed by Porch Creek Indians.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that. They have a casino in Atmore. It's really funny why they only want paper lottery. Mm-hmm. If you think about it, they have casinos there on the reservation. So of course I only want the paper lottery, because that ain't gonna really affect me, because people gonna still want to come and play my machines. Right. Like Huda said, there is a second bill out there from Jim McClendon of Springville, which would generate $600 million.
Easy choice.
That money splits up between two different places. It goes to the general fund. It goes to education.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. And with that, it'll allow gaming systems. Right. It'll allow scratch-offs. It goes further, which is why it's able to generate more revenue. Just the fact that it goes to education alone is key. Right. That first one, just going to general fund, that just goes
on his pocket.
Our roads would be like maybe that gas tax.
Mm-hmm. Not even just that. It goes to fund like prison, like to keep the prison complex going on.
So my question would be, what's your logical reason for going with the $150 million over the $600?
My bad. They basically said that in here, in the article, it's easier. It's easier for me to just, like, think about it. They want to be simple. It's simple to just say paper lottery only, be done. No. If you start saying gaming, what does that mean? What kind of games? And I mean, he's clear. He says it'll be limited to certain games in certain counties. Not everybody will still have access to games. It'll just be certain places that get the licensing.
So the other one, with the $600 million, is that even up for talks? Is that even going to get voted on?
No, it hasn't been presented yet.
Yeah, so it's, who do you call them? The Alabama Senate Tourism, who vote on it, they haven't even voted it to be able to come to the floor for Senate to vote on it. Mm-hmm. Like how this one has passed through the Senate, that bill hasn't even been allowed to come forward yet.
Now,
so it's a possibility that both of them may be there and we have to vote on both of them, maybe?
It could, but...
we're voting for which one?
But it's a lot of powerful forces
I can't see
keep that $600 million off of it.
The second one is a no-go. It's not going to happen.
It makes too much sense. The reservation?
It makes too much sense, but they say it's too complicated.
It's not, man. Like,
it's not complicated.
There's so many states that give you the blueprint. It's not complicated anymore.
And it's crazy
it's never been like that.
And it's crazy that you say that, because they said that they don't know what it means to do gaming. They don't have any examples of it. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. You go to Florida.
You got 45 other states.
All of the states that we drive to get one.
Right.
But, man, real talk, it comes down to this. We can be political as we want. They don't want people without means to have access to a good education.
Right.
That's all it is to it.
That's all it has to be, because I look at it like my daughter, she lives in Georgia. And all she has to have is a B average throughout high school, and she gets to go to college for free.
For free.
With a B average.
With a
Stuff
B
like
average.
that fun.
And
Fun,
my
right.
kid who stays here, she has an A average.
And that's why I
But
was telling
we gotta
people-
save money.
That's why I was telling people, like, you're getting excited about this bill that passed, but it's not no guarantee that the voters of Alabama gonna say, oh, we want that, because they may
It
know
has-
what's in it.
And it
That's
happened
money to
before.
build more prisons,
Right.
and then when they build more prisons, they got to put somebody in there. I mean, it still would help the economy because even building roads, you're giving people jobs and stuff like that. But this is the lottery that Alabama dumbass would pass because it's the most fucked up lottery. It'll be like I saw somewhere that this would be one of the worst lotteries out of everybody that has lotteries in the United States.
And
So
then
that would be the one that Alabama chooses.
That makes no sense, but to them that makes sense, which makes no sense.
But question, even with this lottery being like it is, would you still vote for it?
Yes, because it's still progress in some direction. I'd rather have something than nothing when it comes to that.
I feel the same way.
It's a step in the right direction. I'm with you.
And another thing,
And stuff can always be amended when people get more.
but that was the
prepared.
whole thing about it. They didn't want to pass it because they don't want to come back 2 years later, 3 years later, 4 years later, and have to amend it and have to make changes. They want to get it right now.
Like you said, what is it? 100 million?
150 compared to 600.
Right. That's the starting point. So when you don't have to go to what it is, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida anymore to get your shit, and you can play it right here. The more people playing it, the more money you make.
But
so
I think that's-
yearly,
I think all-
annual it'll be more money.
No, I think it's.
Nah, they
I think
took that
still
into factor
included.
to
Yeah,
get
No,
that
they,
one
they,
six-
that's the
150.
projection.
Yeah, that's
167 million. Like
yeah.
when they do this, man, they've been doing these studies for years. This ain't just
That's
start
included.
yesterday.
They kind of
counting all
see
of
how
those
much
people.
going out.
But I'm not saying like the initial year. I'm saying like going forward. Like
It
say
will,
the
but
second year.
600. So with that
It'll
logic,
eventually
think
climb
about-
to that.
I'm
think
gonna
about
look
that
with
number.
that logic. 600 will go up to a
I'm
billion.
gonna tag
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna
So-
tag him different. Just simply because yes, something is better than nothing. However, I'm still torn on where them 167 million going.
We don't
Right.
know.
Like I don't want to just vote on that shit and it does not benefit nobody in this state. Okay, it goes to Medicaid benefits. And that sounds great, but it doesn't go to the expansion of Medicaid because we live in a state that don't want to do the expansion of
Yeah,
Medicaid.
right.
And then,
so that doesn't help. And then you want to say to do it to fund the prison industrial complex. Well, if you do that, you need more prisoners. So I don't know if I'm ready to say yes to that shit.
And this question or this came up when we was in a group message. It was said they had to pay back like 150 million in debt. But once you pay that 150 million back in debt, where's the rest of this money going? Who's it going to?
Yeah, the first year they said will go to that.
Watch what Atmore look like after that.
Right. Right now, that bitch look
Vegas.
At Vegas.
Right,
Vegas.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be 2-3 more
And
casinos sprouted
cornfields
up.
and shit.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what it look like right
It's
now.
just to me
It
like
used to just be just a casino.
Right.
yeah,
That's
man,
it.
they
Then
niggas
it
started
started being
getting gas
hotels
stations,
and-
hotels,
Right.
restaurants. It's
Chick-fil-A.
no coincidence
They
to
got a
me.
Chick-fil-A at Atmore.
Chick-fil-A.
It's no coincidence to me that Atmore, that the guy who's writing this is from Atmore. Porch Creek has a big facility at Atmore. And what else is in Atmore?
Jail.
Jail.
Big
Jail.
jail.
They
No
can improve
coincidence
that.
to me.
It's way overpopulated.
Yeah. So
Let's vote in the right direction, man. Get it right, and it's
Do your homework.
I feel what you're saying, but if it comes to the floor, me personally, I don't mind.
I would much rather-
I'm gonna vote for it.
I would
but
much
I
rather
would
have
much
a-
rather it be right.
I would much rather. I don't think you can do this possibly, but like have a vote between which one you want to eventually vote for.
That's what I want.
But this
And that's
is
what-
Alabama.
and that's
That
why
would
what
never happen.
Yeah, they gonna choose which one they want us to
And
have
they
to vote
already
for.
chose.
I think it's a reason why you don't want us to have the $600 and something million revenue one in it. They said that Alabama was supposed to be a lot like South Carolina. South Carolina generate around from demographics and stuff. Alabama and South Carolina kind of match up, and they're generating 600 something. They're getting it right. They're doing it right. How don't you have examples? And I just think it's a reason why they don't want it to go to two different funds and they want it to go to a general fund. Think about anything that you say in general. In general. Like, hey, man, give me this money, and in general, we'll do this with it. Like,
Right.
that like, shit I can do what the fuck I
What
want
you
with
want
it.
to do with it? All right.
Crazy.
Trash
Do it
ass.
right, man. Do it right. Did y'all see the Florida Senate passes a bill that teachers can carry loaded guns?
Yeah.
Why?
That's-
What the fuck for?
Yeah. But I do feel like it should be guns in school.
Not by the teachers.
On the right side. But no, not by the teachers.
How about you get some more security guards?
They can't afford that. So they say.
Who in Florida?
Get a lottery.
Hey,
goddamn. Get that $600 million
Hey,
lottery.
man.
Like,
Listen, I don't even want to play with something like that because I already know what's finna happen.
Black kids are gonna get shot.
I can see the headlines right now, and I'm not gonna speak it and I'm not gonna say it because we can all imagine it. Like you know what the headline finna read soon in the next couple of years. If trained police officers get it wrong sometime, what you think this teacher finna do?
get it wrong.
Why would you put
Absolutely.
math teacher Mr. McCormick?
Who hates?
Why would you make
That's
Mr.
underpaid,
Why would you put Mr.
overworked.
McCormick
And
in a
stressed out.
situation to even make that decision?
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I do think that there needs to be safety. Like, I went in my child's school and there was a resource officer in there. You got a buzz to get into the office. You can't even get into the main part of the school without. Let's get creative with that. Like, why we can't get creative
Security.
with
How
that?
about
Why we
security?
gotta like, you know what I'm saying? Why we gotta say, okay, give it to the teacher? Why don't we get creative by protecting the kids on the inside? Like, that's what I think we could do first. It's like sometimes we get so like even with this lottery bill that we just said.
Lazy.
Oh, we want it simple. Like, get
Yeah.
creative. It's 2019.
Simple don't make it
Man,
no more.
even like
We get so
schools in
smart and
Alabama,
so dumb.
like we were just
simple
saying,
keep you behind.
like we were just saying, like we can't afford like education stuff. Man, listen, in every school that I've been in, there was an SRO. They are police officers.
See, at my school,
You know
we
what I'm
had
saying?
about
Even
6 or 7
What
cops.
is it, the Parkland shooting? There was a police officer in there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like nobody is trained for that shit. You just train the police officer to deal with those high stress situations, and that's it. Don't get
Real
no fucking
talk.
teacher no gun.
But like real talk, if I'm a teacher, I'm saying no.
Well,
Don't put that on me. Don't put
Right.
that on me to
And I think-
protect.
Yeah, think about this, bro.
I think they'll have some say so in that because it's still up to the school district to approve if they want to do it or not.
Yeah, but if
That
I'm a
shouldn't even be
teacher,
a
like man, I
discussion,
got
man.
enough on my plate. Don't
But
make me try to-
I think the teachers will voice if that's how they feel. They will voice that to the district, saying, "Hey, we don't want this," and maybe the district will go with it. Still, more remains to be seen.
The only way I'd be cool with it is if they picked a select few that nobody should know, and they put them through training.
These teachers, they do have to have training. They have to have a certain amount of hours of training. They have to have at least 144 hours of training. So they will get the training. That still doesn't mean I agree with it.
Do you see these kids today?
Cops
man?
get more training than that.
Do you see these kids today? One kid, we saw the video,
And
snatched the lady wig off her head, running down the hallway.
that kid shot.
You see these
That
kids
kid
running
shouldn't
up
be
on
shot for
teachers,
that.
substitute
He shouldn't
teachers
be,
even?
but
He need his
shouldn't be.
ass beat.
He
but
need his
shouldn't
ass
be
beat.
shot
Should
for
be.
that.
But we all know if that's a white teacher, what might happen.
Yeah.
Right.
He
to
threatened
put-
me.
Not meaning to put race in it, and you shouldn't have that right to say he threatened me and use your gun. That shouldn't be what it's used for.
Man,
I don't
leave
care.
them folks alone with that shit, man.
No,
Pay them
but-
SRO the money. That's what they get paid to do, and that's it.
And Florida a fucked up state when it comes
And
to
that's what I was
guns
going to say.
anyway.
You see these kids, they're like kids in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, they're unruly.
They need to change the gun laws. That shit. I mean, that's what it is. But while we at schools,
Speaking of gun laws,
and-
man, we got out of some deal today, like the universal treaty. I don't know the specific name of it. I'm sorry, but it's a treaty that we have with other countries about gun laws and things like that, and we're backing out of it.
That's a great. The fuck is you talking about, Huda?
I just explained it, motherfucker.
You know that gun law that we had?
That gun law, we had something with another state, and
Dummy.
something that
We
happened.
don't know what
Tell
it is, though.
Tell them about the
And
gun
then-
line, ball. Tell them about the gun. But it's
But no.
I don't know all that that shit, man. But it's a gun
Well, good.
treaty
Don't
we
bring
had
that
with
shit
other.
up.
Nah, fuck that. Because that's only making it worse. Because he brought up gun laws. That makes it worse for gun laws.
no,
man.
I was actually going. I was, going back into the school with it.
I know, but you say
what I'm saying?
something about gun laws. But that's
Yeah,
what
I was just
that
saying
mean.
change it, but I get what you're saying. I get
Yeah.
you. You my partner. That's all I
I
get
know
you.
you heard.
But in Houston,
He
they,
did everything.
I know that's why I
they
said.
implemented. All right, now.
Ear daddy.
But no, in Houston, they implemented dress code for parents.
Yeah, so
So
I
you
seen that
can't
shit.
you can't just walk up in there with your bonnet and shit on and your house coat on to go in there and pick up your child or go and have your parent teacher conference. No more.
I don't know what the fuck that
That's
got to do with
good.
my kid.
you
I
dropped my
don't-
kid off at school.
What the hell that
maybe-
got to do with my kid?
maybe
and my
I'll-
kid coming like, I don't go to your school.
Right.
Like, what that got to do with my kid? That's like, we're getting silly, guys. Like, what the fuck do that have to do
But-
with my... What does that have to do with my kid and my kid learning? What if my kid is a straight A student?
Would you?
Well,
What if
let
my
me-
kid is a straight A student?
Okay, cool. That has nothing. That doesn't affect it. But would you go to a parent-teacher meeting with your do-rag on?
They didn't say nothing about a meeting. They just said that parents
Coming to
can't
school.
drop students off with bonnets and hair
So I can't even
rags.
sit in my car
What does
with
that
it
got to do? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Is it getting out the car or dropping them
I
off?
don't know.
No, getting out of the car.
Yeah, getting out the car. You're not getting out the car with your do-rag on.
What does that have to do with anything?
I will. I do.
With dropping your child off?
I will.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
I mean, I think it's just something like I wouldn't want to be looked in that light like
Like, let's say I slept in that morning. Didn't have to get up, and it's still 8 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm fresh out of bed. I got my do rag on. I could go drop my kid off, man.
And I'm gonna
I don't
give
see
you-
nothing
Hey,
wrong with that.
from
y'all
the
know
pro-
what start happening.
And then
man.
I don't think the kid want that. You wouldn't want your mama dropping her off with her curls in her
me
head.
personally, I didn't care.
I just feel like we start doing stupid shit that don't have nothing to do with a child's education or a child learning. Let's say for example, we talk unintended consequences. What if you got a parent, just hypothetically, what if you have a parent that has some type of a condition? Anybody ever heard of alopecia where people hair fall out or something? They might want to put something on their head to cover it up. They may be under treatment for cancer treatments or something.
Right.
They want to put something on their head. You tell them I can't drop my kid off because I got something on my head that I want to cover up to hide that stuff. It's stupid.
Well-
That has nothing to do with nothing, man. Leave that alone. That's just dumb.
I'm gonna let you know what the principal said. Principal Coletta Outlet Brown wrote in a letter earlier this month to parents saying that they cannot enter the grounds while wearing pajamas, revealing clothing, and sagging pants, lowrider shorts, short dresses, and low cut tops.
Right. And again, I understand some of that. Like, you know, like, hey, don't come in here with short skirt. Like, I get that and inappropriate stuff, but at the same time, like, some stuff is just silly, man.
Right? Oh yeah, and bonnets too. Don't forget the bonnets.
It's just stupid.
Does my kid? The more important thing here is, hey, I'm bringing my kid to school.
Not me.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I
that's the
just
more
look. I mean,
important thing here.
like
bringing the kid to school.
I'm from a different perspective, but I don't really like. I don't too much wear my do rag outside. I just don't because I don't want to. You know, they do. I don't give a fuck if it's good or bad. They perceive you in a different light.
So?
That could,
Is
that
that
could mean life or death.
I got
It could.
that too.
I mean, but it could be life or death because of your skin.
You got
color.
true, too.
Do you take
Yeah.
that off?
you have dreads.
No, you can't.
Oh,
I
okay,
can't take that
right.
off.
So,
listen.
but what does your do-rag, have to do with you as a person? Tell me.
Nothing.
You could be a
It
mother.
doesn't. Stop, man. We
So
gotta
why
stop.
you have
we gotta
dreads?
stop bending to that
Like,
shit.
think about it. Like,
They-
you
they-
get shot for your dreads.
Right. People
Yeah.
are getting denied dreads getting denied jobs because of dreads. No, you can't apply for this job because you got dreads. What they got to do with my qualifications?
To those kind of
Right.
people, do-rags
Man,
and
we gotta
dreads
stop.
are the same.
We got to stop being okay with this kind of shit, man. Because they use that shit like, oh, they get 5 people to be okay with it, and then it's they go overboard with that shit every time.
Yeah, but that shit had the people in Houston at an uproar.
Yeah, I seen it, and as
And
they
it
should.
should.
They deserve to be. I don't know, man. I mean, that shit crazy, but I mean, we'll talk about that all night. Goddamn, we can go on and on with that, but the NFL draft it's amongst us. It's upon us right now. We watching it tonight. The second round is going right now. But we saw a lot of the first round. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to like kind of dive into the second round because they kind of still actively going. But I just wanted y'all to break down the first round of the draft as it stands right now. What are y'all takeaways from it? And do y'all see any bust? Or like do y'all see any like people who y'all think drafted good, or like what's y'all thoughts on the draft so far with the NFL?
The hard thing about the draft is you said, do we see any bust and do we see any good? And that's the hard thing about the draft. You never really
Just
know.
your opinion.
You never really know. Okay, what I think is good is 3 of Clemson's D linemen got drafted in the first round.
First round.
3 of them.
And a
So
DB.
if I had a DB. So if I had to pick a high point of the draft, I would say Clemson is the high point of the draft. And the people who got those players. As far as the NFL team, I like what Oakland's doing. Also like what Cleveland's doing as well. But I think Oakland so far to me has had a real good draft so far.
Yes, definitely Oakland.
Yeah, Mayock and Brew doing it.
Yeah, and that's like when you get a person like Mike Mayock in your front office, man, that's gonna make your picks better because
Right.
basically he's the one who's on here normally
Right.
talking about the picks and evaluating picks.
Right.
Bad drafts, I haven't really.
Number 6.
Giants. You like
Number 6.
I mean,
I'm not a fan
don't
of Oakland's draft, but I know the Giants was trash.
I'd have never made that pick. But to be fair, a lot of people who evaluated this kid say they do remind him of the Mannings. I know he's cool with the Mannings, but they say he reminds them a lot of them because he knows them. Also, his coach was their coach.
Cliff, yeah.
So
Well, if I'm the Giants and they remind me of Manning, I probably wouldn't have went this direction.
Yeah,
goddamn,
no.
Because
Eli's
Manning
stinking
wanted
it up.
somebody that's going to not be a threat to him.
So what? Then but that's
That's
smart
not
of
good
you.
for the organization.
That it is if this threat is going to be
No,
a young you.
Because
And you're
if
not.
Green Bay did that, they would have never had Aaron Rodgers. Huh?
Repeat it.
If Green Bay
Huh?
would have
Yeah,
let
yeah.
Brett Favre pick, they would have never picked Aaron Rodgers because he was a clear threat.
So you're saying this is a good pick for the Giants, basically?
No, it's a good pick for Eli because he's not going to be threatened for the next couple of years.
I think anytime you draft the first round draft pick,
That
there's a
nigga
threat.
coming to play.
Yeah.
He's not going to be ready to play.
Not
He's not gonna be ready, but
Not a
it's a
first
threat.
round draft pick, but the number 6 pick overall.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's
The
a
number
threat.
6 pick.
he might
finna
not
play.
ever start unless Eli gets hurt.
This is Eli last year.
He's going to start for the simple fact that he's the 6th pick.
He's a high pick.
He's guaranteed to start something.
When do you think he's going to start?
Eventually.
What do you mean?
He's not going to start any of next
Do you
year.
I
remember
don't
that?
know.
Do you
Do you
remember
know
that
the
Eli
Eli
got
numbers?
benched before?
Yeah.
All right.
For
So
a bum?
if I spend the kind of money that I'm spending and I'm expensing on a sixth pick overall in the first round of the draft, that's a threat.
If you're a veteran, would you pick somebody that you think is going to take your spot that year?
I'm not
wouldn't-
talking about who.
But it
he-
wasn't up to- he-
I'm
he
talking about
didn't
the
pick.
organization.
I wouldn't.
right now.
I would.
No. That's why I say this is a good pick for Eli, and this was Eli's choice and not the organization.
I
Eli
don't
has
know.
no say
I
so
don't
on that.
see
though.
how you
Eli-
came to that.
Okay,
explain
Because
it.
he's cool with the Madness, and he know this guy.
No.
Like,
So I'm gonna
they said
tell
this
you to-
guy couldn't read defense in the SEC.
I think you got that.
He was
wrong.
like the 7th rated quarterback in the SEC.
He came from the
ACC.
ACC.
So
I think it was-
Eli is so good
I mean,
that he's
ACC.
good
I'm sorry,
at
I'm sorry,
convincing the New York Giants, an organization, to sabotage a pick and sabotage yourself, and the general manager sabotage your job to keep my job. Got you.
Okay. So if I'm tripping so hard, why is everybody laughing at the Giants?
Because we wouldn't
Because
have
it
made
was
the
a
pick,
bad
but I
pick.
don't
It
think
was
that
a
the
bad
Giants
pick.
think it was a bad pick.
But see,
We're not picking it to be bad.
let's
I
be
think the
fair.
only
He
reason-
got the MVP of the Senior Bowl.
I
Other
think
than that-
I think the only reason people are calling it a bad pick is because a lot of
And he
people
was
thought
selling
Haskins
should have
was
been
going to be the one.
but
And
Yeah.
he wasn't shady.
And,
He
and,
wasn't
I,
shady either.
and I think that's the only reason that it's a bad pick. But let's be clear. If I'm Eli Manning and they're gonna vote for me to pick, this wouldn't have been my pick. I would have been like, hey man, y'all go get
give me a receiver.
who was
Odell.
Tuscaloosa State quarterback? Yeah, y'all pick him first. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you're not picking a 6th round draft pick. He's not gonna sit down long. It might be a year. Might
Yeah,
be a
man.
year,
He might play
but
this
he's
year.
coming to get your spot. We just saw that the Eagles got rid of Foles
Foles, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
for their ultimate pick, even though Foles outplayed to me.
Even though
outplayed
Foles won them a Super Bowl.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They still get rid of. It is a threat. I don't care what you say. The writing is on the wall, Eli. We just saw that my man Rosen.
Josh Rose.
Got out
They
of-
drafted a quarterback. He got mad and got out of there. The writing, that means the writing is on the wall.
I guarantee
when they go get
you-
somebody like this, that means that your shit is in jeopardy. Now you can stay and compete, and that's good. That's what competitors do. I'm gonna compete, but it also means that and you brought up Favre. If y'all remember, they said that Favre
didn't
wasn't
like it.
he wasn't
He didn't help
welcoming to Aaron Rodgers.
Right,
That's why-
'cause he
that's
saw him
why-
as a-
Ben
That's why I thought
Roethlisberger
he
ain't
was-
like that with that boy from Oklahoma
Exactly.
State.
And
He
that's
ain't
why I
like
thought you
So
were
that
saying
goes
that
against
was
your point.
I don't, yeah, that was my whole point. It
But
was
I don't think he
fully-
had any say so.
No,
with it
I'm
anyway.
saying Eli know he's trash. That's why he's okay
But you
with him being
compared it.
picked.
But you compared it to Favre and Rodgers, which is like
Favre
didn't
didn't want Rodgers there because he was a threat.
So you can't compare them because that means Eli doesn't want
Tom
this guy.
Brady didn't want different quarterbacks there because they was a threat. Why would Eli want a quarterback that's a threat to come? He
Ain't that what
doesn't
you
think
said?
this
Ain't
guy's
that
a
your
threat.
point? Ain't that your
You specifically said that Eli wanted this pick.
Yes, because he's trash.
Well, I see what he's saying. He wants
Okay.
him because he doesn't think he'll beat him out. I don't think he wants it regardless because he doesn't want that. I guarantee you, if by game 8, 9, if they're not winning, if they're in the same position as they were last year, Eli's on the bench and this guy's playing in the
If
game.
you pull
Barring
up Eli
injury,
numbers,
I don't
I
think he
guarantee
starts
you
one
he had
game.
more.
Hey, fuck the Giants. There's 52 other picks, man.
Right.
Is there anything else that y'all see that was
Fucking
that was-
right. Number 3 overall, nigga. I coach this nigga in basketball. Quentin Williams, boy.
We got a microphone too.
Yeah.
Quentin
So
Williams.
talking
people
to-
can hear you.
Y'all didn't hear that?
Yeah,
Quentin Williams, number 3 overall.
We're here.
I mean, you didn't have to yell at it because it's
Yeah.
there. It works.
Shouts out,
When you don't work, it don't work.
shouts out to Quentin, man. Tell him don't wear that priest outfit no more, though.
Hey,
He wasn't the worst dressed, though.
He wasn't, but
He
was
wasn't.
He wasn't the
Top
worst.
2,
I'm
3.
talking what that boy from Michigan name is. Boy, that boy had on that
Yeah.
Gordon Gartrell.
He had a,
That
he had
boy
a vest
had
with
on-
nothing.
Boy, that nigga had on the
Sheepskin.
fanny pack
Gartrell.
jacket.
That was Theo had on. Theo had that shit on. I don't know that Gartrell.
That shit was trash.
That Theo
With them big ass sneaker shoes. Man. Them hoes so
I
ugly.
hate them big.
I hate them
sneaker
big
shoes.
ugly blocks.
I can't wait.
Looking
All
ass.
hoes. I
They
can't
all
wait to
felines
that.
to me.
I can't wait till that style dies.
Ooh, them
Oh my
hoes. That was
God.
so big and
Them
clout.
niggas be wearing MacBooks on their feet, huh?
with some skinny ass jeans at the
Yeah,
bottom.
with some
Cinder
small
block.
ass jeans. But I'm with you. Who I think the Raiders did good. I actually like not necessarily the draft picks, but I still like what Cleveland doing. They got greedy.
in talent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They
In the
just
second round,
added
right there.
Landry. I mean, well, they already had Landry. They added
Odell.
Odell.
Mm-hmm.
I just like what Cleveland doing. Now, what it's going to translate to on the field, I don't know, but at least they're being aggressive and trying to get from being a doormat on the league. So.
There was one moment in that draft that kind of pissed me off.
Mm.
The whole Jeffrey Simmons thing when he was in high school.
Yeah,
and
had
they
to
brought that
fight.
shit up. Like that foreshadowed his whole moment.
I don't know if it did. I think it kind of brung light to the person that he's become, and I think they made their point that the announcers were they showed the video, but they were also like, hey, this guy was in high school. This family had been getting into it with his mom and his sister for a long time. I'm not saying that it was okay, but we understand the situation. They kind of understood it, so I'm not gonna say they just threw him. Look at this terrible kid.
Hey,
he's
I'm-
fighting.
Let's be
Right.
clear. I'm not saying that action
Mhm.
was okay.
Mhm.
Never gonna say that. I'm saying the timing of it.
Mm-hmm.
Why now? He had already talked to these GMs.
Mhm.
Every one of them that he interviewed with.
But that's what they.
And some of them declined to interview with him.
Well,
So the team that took him, they knew about it. He was upfront about it.
I get
It
you.
was in high school.
Understand.
This guy played. He was an academic All-American, did everything right.
Mm-hmm.
He get drafted in the first round.
But that's
And
the
that's the first thing you plaster in front of him?
well. To be fair, that's what they do. That's what their job is to do, to critique you as well as big you up. They did both.
Again, they said he did everything right. Those 4 years he was at Mississippi State.
They said that, right? But it's also they also say, hey, this kid can't read defense. This kid is just strong. This kid is weak. Yet he makes plays. He's great in class. He's great in meetings.
It's no different than what you did. You just critiqued the Duke quarterback.
Who? I didn't say anything about the Duke quarterback.
Oh, okay.
That was you three niggas. I didn't say he's trash. Now I'll do it now.
You the
since
one
I got
That's
the
not
mic.
a critique.
You the one who
Now I'm doing it. Yeah, he's trash.
you the one who
I would definitely say you
But you
should take
haven't
Dwayne
said
Haskins.
nothing before him being trash before now. That's some hell of a time. And
said
then
that.
now you want to call the man trash.
in his biggest time of his life.
Right. That's fucked up, Tony.
Oh, you talking about the quarterback that you just said was trash?
Yeah.
That I'm agreeing with you with?
Yeah.
Other
I
than
didn't
that-
say the other people was.
Dwayne Haskins is far better. If you want to ask me, who have been saying should have won a Heisman? Dwayne
He did
Haskins.
say Haskins.
I mean,
Right.
other than that, though, I do think the Giants still they pulled together some good pieces, and they already got some good pieces there. So I don't know.
So that's gonna make it hard.
Honestly, I think it's just I think it's time for them to move on from Eli.
He
been time.
He 38,
Yeah,
78.
it's been
time.
I agree. I think it's time. So.
Long overdue, man. But I think the draft was dope, man. This is like my first time in the last couple of the years. I probably watched like 27, 28 of the picks. When in previous years I really didn't watch. And this makes me I want to go to fucking Nashville.
I want to go to Nashville.
Told
I wanna
y'all,
go to
man.
Nashville.
I told y'all,
the move, man.
Nashville's the place to go.
Yeah.
I want to go to
Dummies in Nashville.
Dummies in
We going. We going before the
Dummy
look,
men
I
in
say
Nashville.
before June or July. We going.
Dummy men in Nashville. Dummy men.
We
in
got
Nashville. Dummy men. in
Emphasize
Nashville.
the men
we got
more.
stuff strategic stuff already set up there, man.
Yeah, we
we
gotta go
pack
work.
up our equipment. We gonna go, and it's a dummies trip. We gotta go work.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure
We gotta
we're
work.
going. We're going to
to
go work.
Right.
Network.
Like when I go to, you don't come sit at my desk with me and help me with my work.
Why I can't go to Nashville?
Because you don't come sit at my desk and do this
Right.
work. So hey, let me go do this work.
I need to be focused.
Yeah.
Staying in the NFL, it's not necessarily draft, but did y'all see My man, like how we be saying about Jay-Z, he keep finding his way on the good side of
At it
everything.
again.
But we saw that Russell Wilson, after securing his big deal, Russell Wilson delivered a package to all of his offensive linemen. He bought them $12,000 worth of stock in Amazon. Did y'all see that?
Super dope, man.
Hey man, say what you want. I like that brother there.
That brother.
Yeah.
That's the first time I heard you call somebody that
Brother,
brother.
right. My man didn't say
brother.
that
Yeah,
N-word or nothing.
That
Just-
brother.
Yeah,
He
that
made me
don't-
not
that-
even want to say it.
They don't really
Say that.
fit in this situation, but I like that
I
brother
feel
there.
that. I feel
Yeah,
yeah,
you know.
I think it's dope, man. It's super dope, man. And it was like 13 different linemen,
Yeah.
like 12,000. It was like 12,000 for the share for each of them, man. That's dope, man. I don't care how much money you get when you realize things like the reason why you have this money is because of these guys up front, man. As a quarterback,
Yeah.
those guys up front make it all happen, and they get little praise. So for you to praise them, it's pretty big. Man.
What was his bag? 140?
A lot.
130, 40,
One-
something. Up
One
there.
lot.
I don't know, but I know that he did give his lineman $12,000 worth of.
Amazon
Stock.
stock, which is going to be worth a whole lot more than that if
Right.
they let it sit
Right.
there.
If they let it sit.
And if
I
Amazon
mean, it
keep
might
doing
not
it,
grow that much though, because I mean, Amazon.
It's kind of topped out
mean,
right now.
But you know what? Amazon
It's
just
hot.
announced they
One day delivery.
finna go to 1 day.
That's dope.
It's only gonna get bigger.
Do you really get your shit in 2 days? Because I will get it, I will order it, and then they be like, your order has processed. That's damn near 2 days later, then I get it 2 days from that.
I don't
It'd be
know.
about 3 days.
But you know,
Is that for Prime customers only? Or
Yeah.
is it
Yeah,
for
Prime.
Okay.
Mhm.
Prime, you get that shit.
You get
shit
that
be
shit
at
like
It's
I
quick
just
though.
Hey,
next
you hit that
10 minutes.
submit.
Goddamn.
Them
Next-
niggas, them niggas don't make you hit no extra steps. Soon as you hit pay now, that shit gone. It don't hit continue shopping. Are you sure? Hell no, hit one button.
Nah, we want to
Shit
make
over.
sure that you know that you didn't just bought
Right.
this shit. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, shouts out to them on that. And
That's what's up, Russ.
yeah,
Shouts out
that's
to
just
Russ,
dope.
man. That's
Like I
dope.
just feel like, you know, anytime you do stuff like that, make steps towards securing money to people like some of those linemen may not even be playing in the league next year. We don't
Right.
know. You know
They
how
can have
competitive
that.
that league is.
So,
and-
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just dope.
They can put that away for their kids.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like, hey, I'm gonna just
And
put
just let
this
it
over
sit
there
over
to
there.
my daughter saving for.
Yeah.
College fund, whatever
Yeah.
fund, you know what I'm
So
saying?
that's dope. Shouts out to Russell Wilson. You continue to be a beacon of leadership and show, you know, what people can do in that position. So shouts out to him.
Shouts out, man. Do y'all think that Russell Westbrook is in over his head?
What
No,
you
I
As far
think he
as-
right where he want to be.
Where he wanted? You think he
What
wanted
you
to be
mean?
where he is? Like, is it time for him to give up the helm of being the leader of that team or being a
Absolutely
player of
not.
that team?
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
He's right where he's not going to do anything to change his position. So
Absolutely.
he's where he's want to be. He want to put up those gaudy numbers.
Okay, whether he want to be where he is where he wants to be or not, is he in over his head?
He can't win and do what he's been doing.
So yeah, gotcha.
I think that at some point, I mean, we've seen basketball. It's only so many years you get of that crazy statistic. You only get like what? You get a 4 or 5 year window.
Seven.
About
max.
6, 7. Yeah.
Well,
max.
when I say 6, 7, like you can kill for a long time. I'm talking about a 4 or
Okay.
5 year window where you playing
crazy.
out your mind.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
the MVP.
Even Bron, we seen him play out his mind for 5 years. Like when I say that, I mean like I'm talking about like crazy numbers, like Westbrook been putting up. Now it's at a point like you can't do that by yourself. Bring your numbers down. Go find a friend. You know what I'm saying? And,
So, question on that:
and
do
it-
you think he's done that this year compared to any other years?
well, I just feel like to go back to your first question, I just feel like, you know, like Westbrook has been in a point where, like, it's one of those things where if you're winning, it's cool, but if you lose, it's so bad.
Mhm.
Like
He's
they talk
selfish.
about him how he talk trash talk and stuff. He's been doing that. Y'all ain't been saying that now. Why y'all going now that he's losing? Now he lost. Y'all want to say it now? That's the only thing I hate about when announcers want to be on both sides of the fence. And I
Now-
get it's their job and that's what they do, but I don't like it.
Now I will say that I ain't like how Westbrook said he talked shit about how Damian Lillard talks shit. He do it to demean his opponent and beat on his chest and make it all about him. I ain't like that when he.
You
just
mean you
beat
don't like how Lillard said it about Westbrook?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Well, top 5 point guards in the NBA.
Agreed.
Top 5. Like, I mean,
I agree.
you
Would
can't.
you want him on your team?
Who, Russ?
I would.
Hell yeah.
But do you
I
think
would.
do you think he needs to change some things?
Absolutely. He could. But
No,
think
with
about this.
him not changing, would you want him on your team?
What do you want him to change? He's averaged a triple-double for 3 straight years.
I didn't think you liked that kind of stuff.
This be my thing about you.
Get that nigga.
Tell us,
right?
tell us.
You hate Zion. You hate all these players that put up these numbers, but you would have a point guard that can't make it out the first round and only cares about him.
Okay. Let me give you sports.
Sports.
I just gave you triple-double 3 years. Who in the fuck else has done that?
Question.
No. Answer that question.
Nobody. We all know
Okay,
that.
then. So what the fuck are we even talking about?
Do you want your point guard averaging 10 rebounds a game?
If everybody else on my team also, and their rebounds have also
asked you
at
one
career
question.
highs, absolutely. That's more rebounds on my fucking team.
Okay, so you want your point guard.
If my point guard averaged 10 rebounds, my center is still had a career high in rebounds, why wouldn't I want everybody rebounding the basketball?
Yeah, that's not. I wouldn't mind the rebounds. I have a problem with a lot of missed shots. I want the rebounds. I want the assists. I want the points. I want the efficiency more than I want any of it.
Okay, the missed shots. Who else gonna shoot that bitch besides Paul George?
I'm on your side, Todd. But
No, I'm just saying.
I don't know. But still, you can't. You gotta admit he takes a lot of bad shots.
He does.
Right.
Who else is gonna shoot those same bad shots?
Don't shoot the bad shots.
Who else gonna shoot them hoes, Holder?
You shoot them, but shoot good shots. Shit, man,
Ken,
or
you're
better
right.
shots.
You probably should have did this at like minute 2 into
Yeah.
the podcast. My man that animated all the way up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that y'all eardrums busted over that thing, because that nigga goddamn got real animated,
What the fuck
didn't
you
it?
want him to do? It wasn't what you want me to do. What the fuck you want?
I'm sorry, go ahead,
The
Todd.
point that I'm trying to make,
I'm
the
Westbrook
same
fan, though.
production Russell Westbrook has been giving you for all of these years. Like I said, the last 3 years, averaging a triple-double. Nobody has ever done that shit. Nobody has seen that
And
shit.
that's why
Don't change.
And that's why I think he's the leader of that team. And I like how he plays. But my second question was, and I think he did do that this year. My second question was, do you think that he's changed this year as far as sharing the ball more and letting Paul George take over the game?
Guys, do you understand that this man had Kevin Durant on his team?
Yeah.
And he was shooting that bitch in high volume when he was on the team.
You could calm down and answer the
No, I'm
question.
just asking you.
I do realize that, but the
He
same
didn't
thing you
average
just
a
did him.
triple-double, and he made it out the first round.
Those are the only 2 scores on that team. You got last
didn't
week we were
average-
talking about the best score in the game, right?
When he
We said
averaged a
Kevin Durant
triple-double,
easy, right?
he doesn't
So you
make
got
it
the
out the
best-
first round.
They were a better team too. They had a Baca
Thank
and they had,
Thank you.
they had-
James Harden coming off the bench.
That wasn't that year.
Well, he's not good.
Oh, yeah, you said he's not good.
Yeah, you say he was sorry.
Hey, James Harden was a different. I seen James Harden lock Kobe down.
Come on.
in the playoffs.
I want to see you.
I seen James Harden lock Kobe down in the playoffs.
You mean the nigga who don't play defense?
He don't play defense anymore?
Oh my God. Next.
He don't.
Okay.
So,
Show me where I'm lying. Pull the shit up.
What's the difference between James Harden and
The
what?
James Harden then and now?
No, yeah. Like, what's the difference between James
He's
Harden?
shooting 44 fucking threes a game versus.
I ain't
Okay,
finished
go
asking
ahead.
your
Go
question.
ahead.
My question is, what's the difference between James Harden now, double-double, getting assists and all that, and Westbrook now?
You said Westbrook or James Harden?
What's the difference between? It has to be two
damn,
people.
I just said.
No, I'm saying,
It's
what's the difference
comparison.
between
comparison.
what's the difference between
Anything.
Russell Westbrook now and James Harden now?
Yeah, man. Do I need to speak it in English?
Russell Westbrook plays defense. For one, I'ma always hang my head on defense. Defense wins championships.
Okay, but the offensive game, what's the difference?
James Harden scores more than Russ.
So winning championships is important to you?
Fucking right. When has James Harden won a championship?
But you like Westbrook that can't make it out the first round. That's a long way from a
He
championship.
ain't lying. He got a point.
Has James Harden made it to the NBA Finals yet?
No?
All right, then, well, shut the fuck up. What are we talking about?
Is it
We're talking about winners, right?
Is he
If you want
closer?
to talk about winners?
Has Westbrook?
He made it.
He made it work.
Not by himself.
They both made it to the same spot, the Western Conference Finals, and that was it. No,
But
neither
has-
one of them niggas made it to the finals. So
But has
what are we
Westbrook-
talking about?
Has Westbrook been?
You don't even know what you're talking about, because
Huh?
didn't he make it to the finals once?
With KD.
Who?
Westbrook.
James Harden?
KD.
No.
I mean,
nigga.
Westbrook.
Westbrook? Who did he lose to? LeBron?
LeBron.
All right then. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Hold on, calm down.
Okay, we can
let's
stop
calm down.
talking now.
We're saying that you're saying he never made the finals. When you just said
No,
that.
I didn't say he brought that shit in here, man.
Okay.
It's on tape.
But you just said neither one of them made it to the finals. They both made it to the West.
Okay, well, they made it to the finals. Did they win a championship? He talking about championships. We talking about championships. He the one saying that.
Why you so angry?
I don't understand.
You niggas moving the field goal post every time, bro.
Come on, man.
But
You use that role.
it's okay to be calm, man.
Nigga tripping.
Yeah, we don't yell anymore like that.
Again.
We stopped that shit. So
Yeah, I'm taking Russ. You asked me what I'm taking. I'm taking Russ. I don't give a fuck what you gonna do. I'm taking Russ.
I'm telling you.
Basketball, the new starter of the podcast.
I'm telling you, because you see, he told me to go. I told you, he said it. My man.
You're crazy, man.
I'm sorry, I brought up the
because I questioned something you said.
I'm sorry, I brought up the Westbrook question.
I'm telling you.
Shit.
Don't be sorry, man.
Hey,
But
I don't even want to. I don't even know no Westbrook.
we don't need to talk about basketball no
yeah,
more.
man.
You can cut it out.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Hey, man, what do y'all put in y'all cake to make it fluff up like that?
Oh, that self-rising flour, I think.
That's self-right.
Yeah.
We got
Self-rising.
look. See how quiet Todd got. See,
I don't know nothing about making cakes.
we need safe subjects. We know.
I don't know nothing about making
We
the
got to get
cakes and
safe
shit.
subjects. Yeah, man. My man got
But,
animated.
I guess that'll do it for the NBA playoffs.
Yeah. I ain't talking about that shit no more this year.
As you should, man. You don't know basketball.
See, he's trying to draw me in, but yeah, you're right. I know.
Okay,
I remember who was in the finals.
I have
and
a
who
question
wasn't.
for y'all, man. I want to know if this joke was tasteless. Tasteless. Garrett Owens said a joke. When Dame Lillard hit the shot, he said if Portland's coach could say the N-word, that was the perfect time. This N-word just hit that shot. Wow. Do y'all find that offensive? Basically, Garrett Owens, white comedian, married to a black woman who has interracial kids, made a joke when Dame Lillard hit the big shot and Paul George face bang from about 50 feet. Bang from 50 feet, you know what I'm saying? He basically said that Portland's coach had the right to say the N-word and it could have been cool.
Garrett, shut the fuck up. All right?
Yeah.
You don't have permission to tell anybody when they get to say the N-word, my nigga. Like, that just,
There's not even a pass
Like-
you have.
like, no.
You can't give out pass if you don't have the pass.
There's nothing you can say. Like, chill out, bro.
I understand what he was trying to do, but yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
I don't understand
Shut
it.
up.
Like, I don't know.
I mean, he was trying to make a joke. You know, he do a lot of race jokes. I
does,
get
he
it,
does.
but yeah.
He said his wife called him nigga.
Well, she can.
I mean, think about it. You see a lot of black people do that shit to, like,
Yeah, we could.
man, it be anybody that, what
This
up, my
nigga.
nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we do. But,
This
like,
nigga
nah,
tripping.
you can't do that.
Yeah.
And you can't say when somebody get to, when you get to say when somebody get to say that. Shut up. All right, keep playing. He's going to be on your ass.
Right, that's your money maker.
They gonna cancel
The
you.
white folks don't really fuck with you like that.
We at your show, nigga. Better be patient. Chill out.
So, we'll go from there.
Look at that nigga eyes, cuz. Oh, introduce it, man. He ain't even introduce it.
I couldn't even get it out.
Y'all go see.
Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Goddamn.
Dummy.
Sorry.
Dummy.
We sorry. You about
Y'all hear us talk about this young fella quite a bit. And it brings me no comfort to have to give it to
but he get it.
our sound and audio engineer, Young Dez.
Dizzle.
Goddamn,
Sometimes
man.
it be young people.
Young Dad, man.
Dez, I don't know what was going on with this haircut and these tattoos that you displayed.
My man cut his own
My
shit.
man.
I got that Goomba,
And he was in the mirror. He was in the mirror with no back mirror. My man had no back mirror. He just shaving.
My man, Young Dez, we gonna have to put this out so y'all understand what we talking about. He took it upon himself this week to, record himself cutting his hair.
Ain't put it on social
And
media.
the dumbest being the dumbest that we are, intercepted it. And so for that,
Intel.
and this haircut, and these tats,
Boy, when they say
y'all
salad
see that
bowl,
cross, that been
That
kind of
nigga got a
crooked.
mushroom top on his head.
Why this nigga ain't got no clothes on? He butt ass naked.
Got a bike helmet
Bruh, on the
haircut.
second, but
That
the
nigga like his
crazy,
ass on the sink.
like the first picture,
Ass on propped up on the sink, didn't it?
that thought
Damn.
shot. He got a thought shot.
he was trying to take angles. But goddamn, that nigga got that
That
Pinocchio
nigga eye
nose on.
bucked open.
Boy, I ain't even see my man ears, some little point ass elf ears. I ain't even see that.
My man top fluffy.
But
That boy got that 21 Savage tattoo.
the
That nigga got
It's
that
a
wig.
the sponge,
You
it's
got
for
that-
like a curl pattern.
That nigga curled his
That man
neck.
got that Kevin Durant.
That
head
nigga got
out
that
here.
fresh salad bowl.
He got that wedge from Class Act.
Yeah, but yeah, man, Dez, for this haircut, man, my nigga, you are the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Again, don't forget, man. We will be coming to y'all, man. This is the last Tuesday. Don't forget, we will be coming to y'all live and direct on Monday. Start your work week. A lot of people say Mondays are bad days. You know what I'm saying? They come in, man, I ain't got it. It's Monday. Nah, your Monday gonna be pepped up now because you got the dummies to look for.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, shouts out to that.
Shouts out.
Any other things? What else we missed?
We might be if we're a little late. Work with us. You know what I'm saying? Our boy, he on vacation. Like we say, we hadn't took.
He gonna be mad once
He might be cutting his
y'all
hair.
have to just understand when Dez go to editing this and he hit his dumb of the week, he gonna be like, man, fuck that shit. I'm gonna put that shit out late. So
Shit
if
gonna
we
be on
late,
Friday, goddamn.
blame Dez. He's mad about the haircut.
Which he should be.
He should be at his goddamn shit. And the crosses.
Any other news? What else we got?
Man, I don't think I missed nothing.
We missed anything?
It was a slow news
It was
week.
definitely a slow news week.
I saw some bullshit. I have a question for y'all. If y'all, let's say you were single, would you invite every last one of your exes to your birthday party?
If you was single,
If you were single,
fucking right.
I did something similar.
I
to
think
that.
that's
did that shit
disaster,
so much.
disaster waiting to happen.
No, that should be fun because I be wanting to see how I'm gonna get out of it.
Fun to somebody slap
Like
you,
how to be a player.
We didn't have parties where they was at the table talking. And we just been
don't know what's going on.
just looking.
How y'all doing?
I'm talking about my past now.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the past days. You know, nothing new. But hell yeah,
But that was just time we used to pray.
Yeah, the house of the living dead.
I never did it on purpose. My shit just happened by mistake.
I mean, like you
And I
had to
got
drive
out
the
of it.
party. So like, if your ex who was coming had 5 friends, and then the
Yeah.
other ex had 4 friends, nigga, that's part of the party. Like everybody gets to come.
I ain't doing it on purpose.
But you got the
I did it on purpose.
Y'all
key
that
to
shit.
it. You got
gotta
the
move.
talk and move.
Gotta move.
Yeah, you
Gotta
can't
move
stay
and move.
one place too long.
No, you stay there too long. They
Whole party,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, you gotta stay there.
Uh-uh.
They
alone,
glue you to that.
right.
Who is that? Hey, chill out.
Ain't
Man.
none of your business.
And then I was grilling, so that was always my damn.
You were burning.
Finna burn some shit up.
Yeah, you was gonna do that anyway.
Anyway, I undercooked it, one of the two.
That
But
nigga
hey,
off your culinary art skills, man.
You said your chicken was trash.
Yeah, he did. Then. That nigga,
we can say that for another podcast.
right. Nigga, goddamn.
And just like that, man, we'll be back next week like we never left. Cause like we say every week, we ain't gonna never leave. You dig?
See you later.
Dummy.